Broadcast Network, KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station.
Here we go. The only thing matters is the win. That's it. Whatever it takes. Let's go, man. Let's win on three. 1, 2, 3.
The following is a KSAM Sports Network presentation. It's Friday night in Hornets country. This is Huntsville Hornets High School football. Proudly brought to you by First Financial Bank, Advantage Specialties, Charlie's Used Cars, Walker County Federal Credit Union, Northside Baptist Church, AB Squared Self-Storage, Copeland Family Dentistry, Hooks Family Farm, Wiesner of Huntsville, Hartfield Florist, Moak & Moak Attorneys at Law, MRC Creekside, Murray Insurance and Financial Services, Climatech Secure Storage, The Trophy Case, Frank Olivares Pinnacle Realty, University Heights Baptist Church, Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club, Hits Solutions, University Hotel, Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty, Adams Furniture, Bill Fick Ford, Community Service Credit Union, Huntsville Independent School District, Joetta's Boutique, Techspress Urgent Care, The Woodlands Financial Group and More Insurance, Wiesner Conroe Hyundai, Fat Boys Pizza. Now, live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth, here's Rob Hipp and Brian Adams.
Well, a pleasant, good Thursday evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Huntsville Hornet Football, live on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network and the home of the Hornets, 101.7 FM KSAM. We're live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth as we get things started here on our Advantage Specialties Countdown to Kickoff. We are live in Montgomery, Texas at the Montgomery Independent School District Football Stadium here in Montgomery, Texas. Again, Brian, set for a good one, a lot different than last year. Last year it was raining. We were under the tent. We're back under the tent tonight on the visitor side, but it's not raining, and we should be set for a good night of football. We'll dig into this one a little bit, but how you doing tonight, partner? Good to see you.
I'm good. Yeah, good to see you, Rob. Man, what a beautiful night for some Thursday night high school football. And you're right, man, last year when we were here, man, it was pouring down rain, and we had to get under this canopy. But tonight, clear skies, going to be beautiful. And a big night has to be a big night for the Huntsville Hornets.
We got a pretty jam-packed pregame show here tonight. We have an extended coaches segment with head coach Rodney Southern. We'll go ahead. We'll take a break. We will have that Southern Talk presented by Charlie's Used Cars coming up. When we come back, stay with us as we continue the Advantage Specialties Countdown to Kickoff. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for promotional needs. Need a logo on a shirt or hat? Advantage Specialties provides embroidery in-house. This helps to make the process fast and affordable. What about promotional products, banners, signs? Advantage Specialties can help get your name on virtually anything. For custom in-house embroidery, promotional products, printing, and much more, check out AdvantageSpecialties.com. That's AdvantageSpecialties.com. Eat 'em up, cats, and sting 'em, hornets.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
It's time for Southern Talk with Hornet head coach Rodney Southern, brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars. An in-depth discussion about this week's Hornet opponent. Now here's the coach with Rob Hipp.
As we look back at head coach Rodney Southern, it was a 33-30 loss versus Lamar Consolidated before the bye week. That was all the way back on October the 8th. The Hornets on a 4-game skid, 0-3 in district. But, Coach, we'll just jump right into another tough loss this past 2 weeks ago in district play. Just kind of your thoughts on that one.
Well, it was tough, obviously, anytime you lose a district game. But anytime you lose it kind of the way we did, when kids are hustling and you do the things you need to do at the end, and you're in a position to hopefully take the game and win the game, and then a fluke thing happens, a punt hitting a kid in the back, and Carson was doing a good job blocking. I mean, sometimes it's just not your night, and the other night it definitely wasn't our night, especially the way it ended.
And I think that's something so important to point out, because that's one of those plays. Brian and I were saying, and in fact, I didn't even know how to call that play. People on the radio were probably wondering what is going on. They could see it on the video, but it was the punt goes back. The punter, we thought for a moment he stepped out of bounds in his own end zone. He was able to stay in bounds, somehow gets that off. Carson, it's just unfortunate luck. He's trying to move. He had no idea that thing was heading his way. Yeah. He turns around and it hits him in the back. What do you tell a young man like that after the game? Because, he may kind of be saying, man, this is my fault, but it wasn't his fault, just one of those fluke plays.
No, I think Carson understands, and of course, I put my arm around him and said, hey, it happens. There's nothing you can do about it. You can't change it now. And, obviously the situation was at that point was out of our control because we didn't have enough timeouts left to be able to stop them again. And hopefully, as we continue through this year, you don't get in those situations. And, we've had two of those, this one and the Rudder game, that, situations that were somewhat out of our control. And, it's going to happen to you sometime. You just hope it doesn't all happen in the same year. And that seems to be, for the last 3 weeks, that seems to be kind of how it's been for us. It's all happened at one time.
You know what, Coach? That's, to me, that's what makes football such an exciting game to watch. I mean, the unexpected. Obviously, you like to see big touchdown plays, big running plays, big hits on defense, or turnovers or whatever. But it's plays like that nobody's expecting in the stadium or maybe on the sidelines or whatever. Because I was taught way back when I played in those days, that if that situation happened, typically the punter will take the ball and run it through the end zone and take a safety.
And as soon as the ball was snapped over his head, of course, we had a return on because we wanted to get, obviously in a good enough position to either score and win the game or at worst kick a field goal and tie it. And as soon as it went over his head, we've got two guys designated to ensure the punt. And I think it shocked both of them at that stage because you would think this guy's taught take the ball and go out of the back of the end zone. They're still, they would have still been up 33-32, but they'd have had to kick the ball to us. And, I would hope, and Christian could tell you, I would hope if that happened to him tomorrow night, run out of the back of the end zone. Right. Don't risk that. But, when you risk a kick like that, if Carson hadn't been there and we catch the ball clean, we got the ball on the 25-yard line with 2 timeouts left. Yeah. Or 1 timeout left. And you're in a good enough position that you take a couple shots, and if you don't get it, you kick the field goal and go to overtime.
So when you've had several tough games like that back-to-back, in district play, some high-powered pressure games, and we come up short, what do you tell your guys collectively after the ball game?
Well, it's a difficult thing, and that's one of the things that a lot of people don't understand about football. When you look at every week, the difficulty of winning. Now, like we've talked about before on here, we got spoiled the last couple of years, or the last 3 years, because we dang near won every week. But you have to be able to go back and number one, look and say, okay, what did we do well? And you also have to realize, and I saw this firsthand this weekend, we scouted Friday night, and coaches went to see Montgomery and to see Lamar Fulsher. I went Saturday and watched Lamar Consolidated and Lake Creek. And Lamar Consolidated was playing our highlights before the game, and you could tell that win was going to hurt them in that game. And just watching it, and just me having experience, just watching that, and I'm going, yeah, and it did. Lake Creek beat them 61-14, and so you have to have a thick skin. You have to be willing to listen to honest criticism, because people automatically, it's easy when you say, okay, if that ball's punted, Carson shouldn't be there. Well, yeah, that's easy to say, but he's also blocking a guy. He's doing what he's supposed to do, and he gets hit. Or you say, you should have made this play, or you should have made that play. And, I'm never going to do that with kids, because number one, they're out there working, they're doing all the practice, they're doing all the film work, they're doing all the prep work, and then if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But at the same time, we've still got 3 games left, we've still got things in front of us, we can still make the playoffs, we can still do a lot of the things we want to do, we just got to play better.
This is Tim Rushing with Charlie's Used Cars. Business has been great and we are low on inventory. If you have a vehicle you are looking to sell or no longer need, come by and see us at Charlie's Used Cars. We are looking for fresh, clean vehicles and will give you a no-obligation offer on the spot. Charlie's Used Cars stands ready and willing to offer you superior customer service. Speaking of service, don't forget about our service center, Charlie's Service Center, where we offer routine service, minor repairs, state inspections, and so much more. Give us a call at 936-291-3473 or shop us online at charliesusedcars.com.
You had the bye week, some time to kind of rest up a little bit. Coach, how's the preparation been heading into this ball game?
Well, I think it's been really good. Obviously, the weather change, early in the week was really good this week. Last week we took Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and I put the freshman, JV, and varsity all together. And it's something I've always done during open weeks because I think it helps build your entire organization. We brought our freshman coaches and everybody in there together, and we practiced like we would practice during a spring, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And I think we got a lot of good out of that. I just left the JV game, and we were up 20-7, and you could see some of the things that we did last week paying off already. And then, of course, this week, the focus was obviously on Lake Creek because we were short a day. So you have to take Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and condense it into Monday and Tuesday. But I think our prep's been good. Our film work's been good. Of course, we've lifted, several times last week and this week. So, and the big thing for us is we're going to be as close to 100% healthy as we've been all year.
You just mentioned a little bit of this, and I was going to ask you, Coach Southern, just with the game, of course, being tomorrow night versus a Friday night, you talk about condensing things a little bit. Tell us a little bit more about that and just how those Thursday games work and really what goes into that when you've got that extra or the earlier day.
Well, the big thing, if we hadn't had a bye week, we would have approached it much different. With a bye week, we actually started last Thursday working on Lake Creek. You took Thursday morning and afternoon, and then we came back Friday morning, and then of course we got an opportunity to see them live on Saturday. So, but basically I take, when we look at it, we take our Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday practice and condense it to a Monday, Tuesday. Our Tuesday, we're out in the morning during our athletic period, and we're back out after school. So you condense your special teams, you condense your inside run, and obviously most of our past stuff is condensed to 2 days. But, we got plenty of work because of the open week. Now, 2 weeks from now, when we're at the last game of the regular season, you're going to have to condense and really look at, what's important in terms of the priorities of what you need to get done in practice.
Coach, who are some of the players or some of the positions that we should look at on this line squad, keep an eye on?
Well, they've been kind of similar to us. Some positions have been banged up. They've played 2 or 3 quarterbacks. They've kind of settled on number 23. He's a sophomore, big, tall kid who played almost every snap the other night. Number 7 was their starter at the beginning of the season, and I don't know, we couldn't find where he actually got hurt or got beat out or whatever the situation is. And then they run a couple running backs. They're running 5 or 6 different receivers in. They look very similar to us in terms of a lot of one-back stuff with 4 wides. Number 17, their running back's probably the most athletic guy on their football team. But they play a couple guys there. Defensively, they've committed to, they're a man coverage team, and they're going to live and die with it. And the other day against Lamar Consolidated, it was really, really good. They intercepted their quarterback 2 or 3 times. They had some big plays defensively. They ended up running 1 interception almost all the way back for a touchdown. So, they're not you can't really put your finger on one guy and say this is the guy, because they're not afraid to throw the football. They're not afraid, obviously, if the run game's working. And then defensively, they're going to play a base 3-down lineman, and they're not going to move a whole lot. But here's where they are, and they're going to play you straight man and say, you can't beat us consistently, and hopefully we can take advantage of that.
This is Tim Rushing with Charlie's Used Cars. Business has been great and we are low in inventory. If you have a vehicle you are looking to sell or no longer need, come by and see us at Charlie's Used Cars. We are looking for fresh, clean vehicles and will give you a no-obligation offer on the spot. Charlie's Used Cars stands ready and willing to offer you superior customer service. Speaking of service, don't forget about our service center, Charlie's Service Center, where we offer routine service, minor repairs, state inspections, and so much more. Give us a call at 936-291-3473 or shop us online at charliesusedcars.com.
At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, community is important to us, and as part of this community, we enjoy celebrating the successes of our student athletes, win or lose. Their hard work is worthy of celebration. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. When a need arises, you can trust us to help you and your family celebrate a life well lived. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. Sting 'em, Hornets!
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams as we continue the Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff. We are live from Montgomery ISD Football Stadium. Brian, a good night for football here. It is Thursday night instead of Friday, and one thing that I love best about coming to this facility is we are literally right in the middle of our fans, and we were just talking during the coaches show brought to you by Charlie's Used Cars just about how much we would enjoy to do this at every away game, man.
Yeah, I know it, man. This is great. We're sitting down in the middle of a crowd, and we love it. And there's another place we get to do that at. It's at Willis, and when you're that close and you can interact with fans on the radio, man, it's a lot of fun.
For those joining us tonight on the video stream on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, there will not be down and distance markers or time. Nathan was not able to join us tonight, and so just to let you know, just listen for it. We call it frequently, but we will keep the score updated and let you know what quarter it is on the screen. But again, those visuals won't be there tonight, but that doesn't matter because we're going to call it, Brian. Tonight it is Huntsville on the road. The Huntsville Hornets facing the Lake Creek Lions, who are 5-3, but only 1-3 in 10-5A, sitting in that sixth spot in district play under head coach Pat Kennedy. Last year, this Lions team was 6-5 overall, 3-3. They barely got into the playoffs, finishing in that fourth spot. They lost the opening round, however, to Texarkana 37-7. This Lake Creek Lion team won 4 straight to start this season. Then they fell to 0-3. To start district play. They did defeat Lamar Consolidated 61-14, though, this past Saturday. And if you go back and look, those first wins of the season to get off to that 4-0 early jump was at Dayton 58-37 versus Porter 35-15 versus Sealy 41-34, and then at Morton Ranch 41-40, squeaking out a victory there. But then again, lost that opening district game versus Fulshear 42-15, then Rudder 27-13. Also lost a close one at A&M Consolidated 36-22, and then as I said earlier, 61-14, a victory versus Lamar Consolidated. Of course, Lamar Consolidated beat your Huntsville Hornets a week before last, 32-30. We'll talk about that here in a little bit, but that means this Lake Creek team means business, and things are still open here in 10-5A, but let's be honest, for the Hornets, it really is a must-win situation tonight in the remaining 2 games because you face Montgomery at home next week and then the last final game of the season versus Fulshear, 2 very tough teams. Montgomery 5-0 in 10-5A.
Well, the Hornets find themselves in kind of a precarious situation, a situation they haven't been in many, many years. This is a must-win. I mean, that is a fact. The Hornets have to win this ball game tonight if they want to have any kind of chance at all to hit the playoffs. But you know what? It's been kind of a tough season for the Hornets. There's been so many things that, that's what makes this game so great. I mean, football is a game of inches, make no mistake about it. But so many different things can affect a ball game, and the Hornets have been in most all of these games right until the last play. And that, unfortunately, they've come up on the other end of it. But again, still, the Hornets have an opportunity, Rob. Tonight's a big night against this team we're going to face, and they have to win, period.
TJ Garrett is down on the field with us running camera tonight. Good to have him back. Melton Green is to our left side. Then also Carlos Zimmerman is back with us tonight as well. We'll have Carlos before too long as we check into the field. He is currently talking with a referee down there on the sidelines right now. So we'll pull Carlos in just a little bit. For your Huntsville Hornets, 2-4 overall, 0-3 in 10 5A district play, 7th in the district. That is the last and final spot. We're going to go ahead, though, something that we haven't been able to do. Here's the school song. We'll keep it right here. That is your Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band live tonight here with the school song. Of course, we're on the road. As we talk a little bit more about these Hornets again, 2-4, 0-3 in 10 5A, 7th in
now
district.
The home school song.
Their head coach Rodney Southern. Last year, this Hornet team 11-1 overall, 6-0, the undefeated district champions. They lost to Crosby 32-29 in the third round of the playoffs in overtime on that field goal. The Hornets, as we talked about earlier, a tough skid for them right now, losing their 4th in a row a week and a half ago before the bye week, 32-30 versus Lamar Consolidated. They picked up the early win this season versus Willis, 43-30, then versus Kingwood, 21-6. But since that C.E. King lost 49-6 back on September the 17th, the Hornets have not been able to find rhythm. Although there was a close game that went to overtime versus Rudder, some questionable things in that game as far as how it turned out. And then just a week and a half ago, or 2 weeks ago, Brian, versus Lamar Consolidated 32-30. And that was a tough one for the Hornets as there was a punt play that went over the punter's head, went back into his own end zone. You were talking about how normally the punter takes that into the back of the end zone and takes a safety. Well, he got it away with the heel of his foot before it went out of bounds, got that off, and then it bounced off the back, unfortunately, off Carson Grisham. And that's just one of those plays that you never know. You can't describe it. It's just one that happens so quick, and it's hard to figure out.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a lot of football in my lifetime, and that was probably one of the strangest plays I've ever seen. To give you an idea, the snap was snapped over the punter's head. It was going into the end zone. The punter picks it up halfway into the end zone, and what you're taught to do as a football player, if that happens, pick that ball up and carry it through and take the safety, punt the ball to your opponent. This guy turns and punts the ball as he's going out of bounds. Nobody's expecting it, and it hits one of our players. It was just one of those incredible plays you rarely ever see, and it cost the Hornets a ball game. And it's been those kind of things, Rob, throughout this year that has kind of happened to the Hornets.
Well, as we continue our Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff, 6:58 to go here in pregame. We got Carlos Zimmerman down on the field. Carlos, a beautiful night for football. Good to have you back, partner. How you doing tonight?
Yeah, it's great to be back here, Rob. You're right. An incredible night for football. Partly cloudy skies. The temperature will get down about 75 by the time kickoff happens. It'll stay there the whole night. It's going to be a great atmosphere for a Thursday night football game here in Texas. Again, like you said earlier, this is a must-win for the Hornets. And, every game's a must-win, but really this one comes with a lot of urgency. Any loss going forward may stifle their chances at a shot in the 5A playoffs. A win tonight would be not only great to get into the playoffs, but it'd be great for a morale boost as well after these losses that they've taken over the last few weeks. Going to be a fun one here tonight. I'll be down with you guys here all night long, here live in Montgomery.
Awesome, Carlos. Appreciate you. Good to have Carlos back down on the field. Again, TJ Garrett down there as well doing camera work. We'll step aside and take a break as we wrap up our Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff. When we come back, we'll have the Walker County Federal Credit Union starting lineup and more. Stay with us. This is Huntsville Hornet Football on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Advantage Specialties is your one-stop shop for promotional needs. Need a logo on a shirt or hat? Advantage Specialties provides embroidery in-house. This helps to make the process fast and affordable. What about promotional products? Banners, signs? Advantage Specialties can help get your name on virtually anything. For custom in-house embroidery, promotional products, printing, and much more, check out AdvantageSpecialties.com. That's AdvantageSpecialties.com. HippCats.com. Eat 'em up, cats, and sting 'em, Hornets.
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates, local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. KSAM Huntsville, your hometown radio station.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams, the former Huntsville Hornet. And, Brian, good to have you up here in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth as we wrap up the Advantage Specialties countdown to kickoff. Looking for a good one tonight here. We heard from Carlos earlier. Perfect conditions tonight for football here in East Texas. And the Hornets looking for a big win tonight to get that first win in district play, one of the three that they will need. There is still a scenario to where the Hornets could lose one game, but they would have to finish two. But really, if you put the math together, it is going to be a must-win every game the rest of the way out to get that fourth coveted spot in the playoffs.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, every game you have to win, and you look at that as the season starts. I mean, you want to win every game, but the Hornets find themselves in the must-win situation tonight, if they want to see the playoffs. And I had a chance to talk to Coach Southern briefly the other night at our coaches show, and he feels tonight A.J. Wilson will probably have his breakout ball game that we've been kind of expecting him to have all year long. And let me tell you, man, that kid is super talented. I mean, he's got a cannon for an arm. He's got legs that can get him out of any kind of trouble and not pick up just a few yards. I mean, he can pick up big chunks of yards. So if he has that ball game tonight and he gets help from his supporting cast, I see no reason why these Huntsville Hornets can't win this ball game.
Starting lineup brought to you by Walker County Federal Credit Union. Walker County Federal Credit Union. We appreciate all of their sponsorship this season. We'll start things on the offensive side. The senior wide receiver, Cam Cole. Senior wide receiver, Justin Butcher. Also a senior kicker. I know I said offense, but I want to go to special teams real quick to give special recognition to Christian Avalar, who was on the Hornet Nation Coaches Show with head coach Rodney Southern last night. We were telling Christian, man, remember the phrase, all is well. No matter what comes your way, everything is good. And he said he hadn't received any offers yet. Well, guess what happened earlier today? Christian Avalar has his first offer now for up in Avila University in Kansas City, Missouri. It's an NAIA school, so congratulations to that young man. I think that's going to be one of multiple offers that will be coming his way. And so we told him, we said, just keep a positive attitude, things will happen, and now he's got that offer, Brian.
Yeah, no question about it. Avalar is a very talented kicker, and he's going to get a lot more offers. I mean, he is steady. He's got a very good leg. I mean, he can be a punter for you. He can be your kicker for you. I mean, the kid can play some football. And like you said, Rob, I think there's a lot more scholarship offers going to come his direction.
Talking about more starting tonight to the senior tight end, Matt Long. Senior quarterback, A.J. Wilson. The senior running back, Jalen McClain. Senior linebacker, Bun Shelley. And as we go back to the defense, or on the offensive line for your Huntsville Hornets, I believe tonight Ryan Hicks will get a start. Micah Roberts, senior offensive lineman. Also Trey Garrett, Thomas Rose, and Lane Taylor. We'll have the defense once this ball game gets started. We're 1:30 to go before kickoff, and we are set for a good one here, Brian. Again, 1:30. Want to remind folks tonight that if you're out there watching or listening back on Radio Land on 101.7 FM KSAM, or if you're watching on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network, feel free to send us a message. That Hornet fan text line is open at 512-522-9105. Again, that number, 512-522-9105. So we'll see here in just a few moments. The Hornets tonight are in their white jerseys and that beautiful Huntsville Hornet green pants. I always love the helmets, Brian.
Those helmets are cool.
Glistening, popping green helmets with the Rockin' H logo, the numbers for your Hornets in green, outlined in black. And again, those helmets in that green that just stand so beautifully bright under Friday night lights and even Thursday night lights here tonight. Lake Creek getting set here in just a few moments to run out of their blow-up. And again, this Lake Creek team, one win in district play, sitting in that 6th spot. So they have an opportunity here tonight to try to get a little bit of a breathing room, if you will, in district play. But it's going to be a close one here, Brian.
It's going to be a close one. Lake Creek, it's good. They haven't been around very long, honestly. Just a a few years, but they've got a really good program. You know, this area of the country has got some talented players, you know, in Montgomery area, and, you know, this team is one of those talented teams. The Hornets are going to have their hands full. You know, the defense needs to step up, and they've got to figure out how to stop the run game. That's one thing that the defense has really struggled with this year for the Hornets, is stopping just that straight handoff up the middle. If they can plug those gaps with those linebackers, stop that run, and A.J. Wilson has the game that we've all kind of been waiting for, it's going to be a Huntsville Hornet night.
Lake Creek running out of their inflatable just a few moments ago, says Montgomery, the pride of the Lions, as they ran through that from left to right just a few moments ago. The Lions tonight in their gold home jerseys, the numbers in royal blue, outlined in white, the pants in white, also the helmets for Lake Creek in royal blue, those letterings of LC in gold. And we are just a few moments away. I would expect the national anthem here in just a few moments, Brian.
Yep, I think that's the next line of business.
A good turnout here tonight. The Huntsville faithful showing up on a Thursday night, and we'll go now for our country's national anthem. Stay with us.
Presenting the colors tonight is the Montgomery ISD Marine Corps Junior ROTC. Presenting the U.S. flag, Cadet First Lieutenant Ryan Art. Presenting the Marine flag, Cadet Second Lieutenant Armando Gonzalez. At right rifle, Cadet Second Lieutenant Brent Pekowski. And at left rifle, Cadet Sergeant Reed Shiner. The national anthem will be performed by the Lake Creek High School Chamber Choir under the direction tonight of Heather Orr.
Boy, just a beautiful singing of our country's national anthem by the Lake Creek High School Choir. A beautiful setting here in East Texas for high school football tonight. Brian, with it being on Thursday, I don't know what we're going to do tomorrow night, man.
I know, man. We don't ever have any time off on Friday nights. But, yeah, it's what a setting for Thursday night football. I mean, what beautiful sunset we have going on. I mean, just a great rendition of the Star Spangled Banner there. Man, I love this. And the Hornets are fired up. You can see them. They got a little pep in their step. They had a great short week of practice. Coach Southern is confident that these guys, you know, they've been well coached. They understand the circumstance they find themselves in, and they're going to come out playing.
TJ Garrett is down there on the camera right behind the two team captains, Bun Shelley alongside A.J. Wilson.
Tony McMenemy umpire.
And
Travis
as far as
Whitmore,
Lake Creek, they
head
have
linesman.
not started to send their
Mike
captains
Monica,
just yet. Again,
line judge.
Bun Shelley and
David
Wilson
Hayter,
standing there
field judge.
at the 50 will make their way
Seamus
again. TJ
O'Brien,
right behind him. Beautiful
side
shot
judge.
there for those that are on the video
Cal
feed tonight.
Piercefield,
And they'll have that coin toss
back
right at the Montgomery Independent School District logo right at the half-century mark. And I'm going to tell you, man, that reminds me of looking down at the state capitol in Austin, Brian. When you look down from the top, that's exactly what it looks like on that floor with that beautiful Texas star.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Captains are shaking hands. Team captains down there
Captains
for Lake
the
Creek is
Huntsville Hornets
Cade
tonight,
Rosinski.
Number 8, A.J. Wilson.
Also joined
Number
by
11,
Nick
Bud
Colissimo.
Shelley. Captains for Lake Creek. Number 10, Cade Rosinski.
And two other ones down there
Number
for
18, Nick
Lake Creek.
Colissimo. Number 45, Luke Ryan. And number 55, Cullen Linneman.
Start the public address announce the remaining.
Huntsville won the toss and deferred to the second half. Lake Creek will receive the opening kickoff on the
So
west
the
end of
Hornets,
the field.
they win the coin toss and defer, so they'll get the ball in the second half. So Huntsville's defense will come out on the field first, and this, Rob, is important to make a statement on this very first drive. Get Lake Creek out and get that offense for the Hornets on the field.
So we'll start things here in just a few moments with the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter of action. And Brian, as always, a lot of great folks helping to make tonight's game possible. We couldn't do it without them. Of course, the season is presented by First Financial Bank and our streaming services on the KSAM Sports Network, powered by our good friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. Brian?
Yeah, we want to also thank Climate Tech Secure Storage, the ideal place to keep your belongings safe and secure, and the Trophy Case. The Trophy Case is your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get your Hornet Spirit gear at Trophy Case.
Christian Avila with hardly any wind. In fact, there's no wind at all here. There hasn't been any all afternoon. Avilar, the senior, the recent offer from Avila University, will kick from right to left. This one from left to right on its way. Deep selling kick. That's why he got the offer. It goes into the end zone. And Lake Creek will start this ball game on their own 25, moving from right to left.
Well, Avilar, we had a chance to interview him last night at the coach's show. What a great young man, very well spoken, very just fun to be around. He's got his eye on the prize. He wants to help these Huntsville Hornets win ball games by making every kick he can possibly make and every punt, put him back as far as he can. Just a wonderful kid.
Again, Lake Creek will start this one favoring the left hash mark, moving from right to left as we are just underway. 12 on the board here in the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club. First quarter. Thanks for joining us for Hornet Football on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. As the quarterback will stand in the gun on the 20, sends a man in motion with trips to the right. And the handoff and the pitch goes back. Throw over center, trying to trickeration play. It is caught at the 40. Down to the 31 to beat. Opening play. 75-yard touchdown strike as it goes right into the hands of Sam Lee.
Well, that's not how you want to start a ball game off. It was kind of a handoff up the middle, a pitch back to the quarterback, the wide receiver running downfield. He had about 3 yards between him and his defender. The ball went right in his hands, and he was off to the races.
Sam Lee, 75 yards for an easy does-it touchdown in Lake Creek. Boy, they came out striking early here. One play, one touchdown, and it's 6-0 with 11 seconds gone off the board.
Well, the Hornets, the only thing they need to do is just realize that happened, forget about it, come back out and play football. That's just one of those things. You certainly hate to start a game off like that, but you got to forget about it. You got to come out and play your ball game.
Extra point kick is good. 7-0, the early score will take 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
The Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club thanks the Huntsville community for your support of Hornet football. Are you interested in knowing more about the Hornet football program? Would you like to be involved? Meetings and membership are open to the public. Please like the page on Facebook, search for Huntsville Hornet Football, or go to facebook.com/Huntsville ISD Hornet Football. You can watch Hornet football live all season long at KSAM1017.com. Join the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club today. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Back at it, friends, live from Montgomery ISD Football Stadium. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams, 7-0 early score, 11 seconds off the clock. It was a 75-yard touchdown pass. One play, one score, and Lake Creek on their home field has the early advantage. As the Lions will kick this one away from right to left. Two back set to receive for your Huntsville Hornets. Jalen McClain is one of them back there, and also Matthew Tatum. The kick will happen from the 40 on the left hash mark from right to left. It is right toe to leather. This is a short kick, Brian. Fair catch called for at the 35, and the Hornets have it. That'll be good field position here starting out for your Huntsville Hornets with that fair catch.
You know, I don't know why teams are – I've seen that more this year than I've ever seen it in my life. You know, one after a big, huge play right there, you get on the board with just barely ticking off any time, and then your kickoff, you kick it 15 yards. I don't understand.
I believe that had been Jarvis Houston with the fair catch call from the 36-yard line is where the Hornets will have to work from here on their own side, moving from left to right. As Wilson will lead his team onto the field. Jawan Giddens will stand in as a back here, and right behind actually is Jalen McClain. One receiver all alone down to the right is Justin Butcher. Wilson under center, hands off here to J. Mack. Jalen McClain spinning around a couple of yards up to around the, we'll call it the 38-yard line, brings up second down and long for the Hornets.
Yeah, obviously the Hornets are trying to establish the run game, handing off to J. Mack right up the middle, picks up a couple of yards. Guys up front need to really win those battles. I mean, that's important tonight if the Hornets are going to have a ground game.
It's second down here for your Hornets. And about 8, they fumble the snap. Wilson, though, picks it up on a bounce at the 20. Back to the 25 right side. Airs this one out to Cam Cole, and it's incomplete. On the 35-yard line, Cole reached up with one hand. It was a good opportunity by Wilson, who the ball got away from him, caught it on a lucky bounce, and then threw it at incomplete to Cameron Cole. Brings up third down and 8.
Yeah, the Hornets are having a little rough start here. That ball was snapped over Wilson's head. He's fortunate enough to pick it up, roll to his right. Of course, Cam was open, but if you're scrambling for your life with guys chasing you, man, it's hard to throw the football.
5 wide here for the Hornets. Wilson will stand in the gun on the 32. 3 up front for the Lions. Wilson all alone, looking to pass over center. This one is way too high and maybe just a misread route. Cam Cole was in the area, but it was nowhere near him and incomplete, and that is something that we have seen, unfortunately, consistently all season, is misroutes and overthrown passes.
Yeah, they're just, there was nobody in the vicinity of that pass. There had been a miscommunication of some kind. Cole was running a post route. It looked like A.J. Wilson was throwing it deep out. I'm not sure what was going on there.
Christian Avalar set to punt this one away. 2 back here for Lake Creek, set to receive DeBron Hampton, one of them alongside Sam Lee, who had that 75-yard grab earlier for the first score. Nice booming punt here for Avalar inside the 30. It is picked up, though, on the run, up to the 35 on the right hash mark, and a great job on special teams with the tackle, not allowing much of a return there, and a great job by Kyron Lee, the junior running back.
Well, so we got Lake Creek coming out for their second possession of the night. Obviously, the first possession, one play, 75-yard touchdown on that trickeration. So let's see what they pull out of their hat here.
Lake Creek will start this one leading 7-0, 10:57 to go in the first. On their own 36-yard line, moving from right to left in between the hash marks. Their quarterback will stand in the gun, takes the snap, and fakes the handoff, and the keeper here in the Huntsville Hornet defense read that one beautifully. Only a short gain on the play.
Yeah, no, that was a good read by that Hornet defense. The linebacker stayed at home. They kind of faked the handoff to the running back in motion. Quarterback took it up the middle. They stopped him. That was a good play.
Parker Smith, the sophomore quarterback in there. Wears a high number, 23. 2 receivers down to the left. High snap. Smith over center. Has a man. It is caught. It's another first down at the Hornet 40-yard line. Took 2 to bring him down. And that pass caught there by Colby Wisniewski.
Yeah, Wisniewski is just kind of running up the seam, and he was wide open. I mean, it's just pitch and catch. Nice play there by Lake Creek.
Parker stands in the gun. Wisniewski in motion, who had that first down grab just moments ago. Steps back from the 40, passing the flat to the left side to his receiver. Brought out of bounds at the 35-yard line on the left side. A good grab on that play there by Justin Frady, the junior running, actually the senior running back.
Yeah, Frady was running just kind of out in the flats and picked up a nice play there by the Hornets to keep him from gaining any yards, though.
Sam Lee will line up as the lone line to the left, 2 receivers to the right. As Parker calls for the shotgun snap, jumps through a defender, and he's sacked in the backfield. It's the first sack of the play for the Huntsville Hornets. Great job there on the Hartfield Flores sack.
Zaki Fedian.
Yeah, that's Fetty there on that sack, and we've called his name quite a few times this year, playing some really good football for the Hornets.
Won't be able to get to that Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. Brings up third down and a long 11 here. Hornets showing blitz on the right side. Buncelli pass over to the right side. This one is caught at the ankles just outside the 30, around the 31-yard line. Still very short of the first down. And in the no man's land right here, Brian, we'll see if Lake Creek will go for this one. It's about fourth down and 6 as it sits. They will go for it here.
Yep, they're going to go for it.
Triplets in a triangle to the right, one lone lion to the left. Bearcat, the Hornets with 4 up front. Looked like initially they were going to show some blitz here and look for a pooch punt. I think that's, no, they're going to pass it here, Brian. Nowhere to go, thrown, it is caught. There for a minute, that quarterback, Parker, really had nowhere to go, Parker Smith. But the Huntsville Hornets able to hold on defense. It's a turnover on down.
Yeah, great defensive stand there by the Hornets. They needed that. Give the Hornet offense another chance to get on the field, kind of shake off those cobwebs they had on their first play from scrimmage. So it's good to see defense come through.
We'll get to a break when we can. So far, the action has been moving very fast. A.J. Wilson will lead his team back onto the field. Jawan Giddens out there alongside Matthew Tatum as the two backs. Justin Butcher to the right. Nobody as it sits right now up top to the left. And the Hornets will start this one, Brian. Hard to see from where we're at. I'm going to call it on their own 28-yard line. Wilson here, a handoff. Flags fly in the backfield, and we'll see what this one is.
Offsides,
A.J.
Lake
Wilson,
Creek.
number 8 on the carry.
Good break for the Hornets there.
So the first penalty of the ball game will go to Lake Creek. That'll move the Hornets up 5, brings up first down and 5.
This drive right here, honestly, Rob, is probably one of the most important drives the Hornets are going to have all night long because they have to put that long touchdown behind them. And then that rough start they had, their first go-round. So this is, to me, probably one of the most important drives for A.J. Wilson and company.
Matt Long to the right side in a very tight formation. In motion is Tatum on a first down and 5 at the 34-yard line. So Wilson under center. Giddens behind him. Tatum in motion. The handoff goes to Giddens, and nowhere to go there as that play was read easily. No gain on the play. Maybe actually a loss of 1 back to around the 33.
Well, see, what defenses are doing, they've been doing this, unfortunately, mostly all year long, is they're bringing everybody up. I mean, you don't have any defenders 10 yards past the football. And they're doing that because the passing game from the Hornets has been so suspect all year long. Somehow, A.J. Wilson's got to start hitting his receivers.
2nd and 6, 7:51 to go here in the first. Wilson in the gun. This one whistled dead before it started. Probably a false start, and that'll move him back 5.
False start against the Hornets. The 5-yard mark off. Bring up 2nd down and 11.
Well, so the Hornets going to get an offsides against Lake Creek and give it right back. See, that's something that, and this at this time of year, that's a penalty that should be kind of already corrected, but not so far for the Hornets.
Cam Cole, part of 2 receivers spread wide to the right. 2 up top. Wilson high snap, throws over left side. Tatum in the flats. Tatum 35, powers his way out of bounds on the left side, up to the 35. Thought maybe he got a few more than that, but he was out of bounds. But this brings up 3rd down and a manageable 4 here for the Hornets.
3rd down conversions are very important to win. I mean, that's any coach at any level will tell you that. You have to convert on 3rd down, and that's something the Hornets have struggled doing this year.
Bring up 3rd down and 4 here for the Hornets on the 35, moving from left to right. Wilson in the gun, 2 receivers down to the right. Wilson looking, Cam Cole up out of his fingertips and incomplete. He threw it just a little in front. It still touched his fingertips though, and he wasn't able to haul it in, and it's incomplete.
Number 5.
Well, Cam Cole was running the post route about 8 to 10 yards, right over the middle. He had a step on his defender. A.J. Wilson smoked that ball in there. Got to have a little bit of touch, and if it was down a little bit, I think they'd have converted.
For the 2nd time this evening, Christian Avilar will set to punt this one away. Sam Lee back to receive as part of 2 for the Lions. Punt from the 25, right toe, spiraling. This one again inside the 30, 25, fielded at the 21. Lee has it to the left side. Over to the 30-yard line, 35-40. 1 to beat, and he's finally pushed out of bounds by none other than Christian Avilar. And now flags will fly late. And I'm looking here, Brian. There was just traffic all over the place, and if they call a late hit here, come on.
Well, that's what it's going to be. Late hit out of bounds, and that's that's on Sandals. You got to understand where the field of play is. I mean, that is just a mental mistake. And again, that's a pattern we've seen with this Hornet team all year long, just snake bit.
Still waiting the official call, and that appears to be what it is.
Mid-ball personal foul against the Hornets.
It is against Sandals, and that will move.
15-yard marker.
The Lions 15 more up. They were around the 45 or so, and this is going to put them the official spot waiting on it to happen here at the 30. Boy, they're going to start in great field position on the Huntsville Hornet 34-yard line.
34-yard line.
Parker Smith no longer out there as quarterback. They have changed it over now to Cade Tessier. Cade, high snap, holds on to it, looking to pass, slings it from the right arm, up, caught, touchdown.
Wow.
Chamberlain Hampton with an easy grab and a beautiful pass for another score.
That was identical play.
Touchdown, number 7.
That he was wide open on the previous possession. Just a simple seam route. He beats his 2 defenders, splits them. Quarterback lays it up perfectly, in for the touchdown.
DeBron Hampton, 34 yards.
7K today to number 1, DeBron Hampton.
Well, the Hornets have to figure it out offensively and keep the defense off the field. And the last, they haven't done it all year.
Jace Newkirk, the extra point try up through the uprights and good, and it's a 14-0 lead for Lake Creek. 6:59 to go. We'll take 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
The Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club thanks the Huntsville community for your support of Hornet football. Are you interested in knowing more about the Hornet football program? Would you like to be involved? Meetings and membership are open to the public. Please like the page on Facebook, search for Huntsville Hornet Football, or go to facebook.com/Huntsville ISD Hornet Football. You can watch Hornet football live all season long at KSAM1017.com. Join the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club today. Sting 'em, Hornets!
Back at it, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. 14-0 is the score. Lake Creek on their home field with 6:59 to go here in the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club. First quarter taking care of business on 2 big passes. The first one, the first play of the ball game for Lake Creek. It was a 75-yard pass to the hands of Sam Lee. And then on that previous possession, a 34-yard pass to the hands of Hampton. And that is where we stand at 14-0. Newkirk set to kick this one away from right to left. And Brian, here's another short kick. And it is fielded at the 28. Fair catch called for by the Hornets. They'll have it for the third time tonight, trailing 14-0. We'll keep it right here and see if the offense can respond.
Well, they have to. I mean, it's they're down 14 points, and we're still in the first quarter. So they're going to have to come out and play some football and figure out how to connect. I mean, I don't know if it's the wide receivers not running good, clean routes and trying to find the open space, or is A.J. Wilson just kind of off tonight? I'm not sure.
At their own 28-yard
Wilson will lead them back out there. Jalen McClain, the running back, as they will huddle up here and break that huddle. You don't see too much of that.
No, you don't.
Wilson under center, 1st and 10. He will start this from his own yard line, handoff to the right side. Jalen McClain, he's finally brought down as he guts it up across the 31 to around the 33 on the right side. Good pickup on first down. That drive, by the way, starting on around their own 27.
Nice run. I mean, that's what you want. 5 yards.
2nd and 5.
You know, you'll take that every play.
Bring up 2nd down and 5 for the Hornets. The ball resting on the 32-yard line. Wilson in the gun, trips wide to the left. Handoff, no, fake to get in. Pass goes to Justin Butcher, and Butcher lunges forward, and it is a Mocha attorney at law. First down, the first one of the night for the Hornets at the 41-yard line on the right side.
Yeah, nice pass there by A.J. Wilson over and found Butcher. Just perfect play to pick up that first down.
Wilson looking over the sideline. Juwan Giddens the back out there as Tatum will line up on the left side as a receiver, part of a triplet package. One lone Hornet to the right. Wilson in the gun, sends Tatum in motion from left to right. Handoff goes to Giddens through the left guard, and Giddens up to the 44-yard line. Short gain on the play. Brings up second down and long here for the Hornets at the 44-yard line.
Gain of 3 yards.
14-0 the score. 5:48 to go here in the first. Hornets trailing, but they have managed to move the chains here on this possession. Again, that ball up to around the 44-yard line, favoring the right hash mark. 2 receivers split to either side. Wilson in the gun, has a back behind him. I believe it's Giddens. High snap, Giddens the handoff. No, fake pass, goes over left side. This one into the hands. I think that was Buncelli. No, Matt Long, beg your pardon.
Yeah, great catch there by Matt Long, the tight end. And he has been missed. He missed a couple of games, after 3 games, I believe, with a really kind of a nasty ankle injury, but he's back and glad to have Matt out there. Great catch.
Matt did get considerable playing time 2 weeks ago, but he said he's almost back to 100%, almost a first down. He got it up to around the 49-yard line. It's 3rd down and a short 2 here for the Hornets. Wilson takes the shotgun snap, bouncing around Giddens. Giddens has daylight to the 40, down to the 30. Giddens one to beat. 15, 10, 5, touchdown to Juwan Giddens. Oh, what a play, 51 yards, and the Hornets have found pay dirt.
What a big play there by the Huntsville Hornets. Giddens takes it between the guard tackle gap. He got great blocking from his line, takes it to the house. The Hornets are playing some football.
That is the biggest play the Hornets have had in many, many weeks, courtesy of Juwan Giddens' 51-yard run to the house. And here is Avilar for the MRC Creekside extra point. The touchdowns, by the way, brought to you by our good friends at the Trophy Case. The MRC Creekside kick is good. The Trophy Case, your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get your Hornet Spirit gear at the Trophy Case. We'll take 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
You might know that State Farm agent Diana Barnes has great service. They're a good neighbor after all. Did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Huntsville and Walker County. So call State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes at 936-295-2686 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back, friends. Moments ago for your Huntsville Hornets, a drive that started on their own 27-yard line. A 51-yard touchdown run by Juwan Giddens, and the Hornets trailing now 14-7 with 4:48 to go in the first. That scoring drive recap brought to you by our good friends at Hooks Family Farm. Jellies, preserves, maple and blueberry syrup, a variety of pickles. Find us on Facebook at the downtown Huntsville Farmers Market every Saturday from 8 to noon. Also deliver. That is our good friends at Hooks Family Farm. And we'll show it to you at halftime. We got some of their treats up here. I already ate a bunch of them, Brian.
I love all those nice things that they bring.
Appreciate Ashlyn Hooks and her husband. They do wonderful work in our community. Again, Hooks Family Farm. Here is the Climatech Secure Storage Kickoff from Christian Avilar. As it goes from left to right at the 40, Avilar boomed the first one out, booms the second one out of here as well, as it'll go into the back of the end zone. Another great kick by Christian Avilar.
Boy, that was a great kick. I mean, what a leg on that young man. He is such a good kicker.
Lake Creek will start here on their own 25-yard line, again leading 14-7, 4:48 to go here in the first. And welcome everybody into the broadcast tonight as we are live here in Montgomery, Texas. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams in the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. And we'll see who steps out as quarterback. They've already switched things up. Parker Smith, the sophomore, was at it for a while, and then Cade Tessier came in, and I believe it is Tessier back in here now for Lake Creek. That is who it is. 2 receivers down to the left. They'll start here from their own 25-yard line. Handoff goes to the back, and he's met by a brick wall of Huntsville Hornet players. That big defensive line, Troy Joseph was one of them up there up front, bouncing around.
Yeah, that was a good stop by the front 4 there for the Hornets. And I think what Lake Creek is probably going to look at doing again, because the Hornets haven't been able to stop it, is that seam route right up the hash marks. They need to keep an eye on that play.
2 receivers to either side. Tessier, he's sacked in the backfield. Oh, baby, what a play. That ball popped out. Did the Hornets fall on it? No, he was able to get it, but what a sack on the play. Seth Carroll with a heart-filled Flores sack.
What a play by the Hornet defense. They blew through that O-line of Lake Creek, Rob, and was able to sack the court for a big loss. Man, what a play.
I saw Seth Carroll get up back there. He may have been one that was on it as he broke through. It wasn't Carroll, actually. He was back there with them. That was a great sack on the play by big Calvin Simmons. And now here a run play to the right side. Nowhere to go as the ball is already backed up inside the 20.
19, Carson Nations.
And Carson Nations there with really nowhere to go, the running back. And it's 4th down and Madisonville here for Lake Creek. So they'll have to punt this one away for the first time tonight. So Seth Carroll was in on that, but the initial sack was by Calvin Simmons just a few moments earlier. Justin Butcher set back to receive here for the Hornets.
Yeah, the Hornets are going to get the ball back in very good field position. Butcher probably going to get a chance to return this football.
So Butcher will stand on his own 30. The punt will happen from around the 10. A low punt here, takes a bounce, and the Hornets will move out of the way, and it rolls out of bounds around the 45-yard line. So great field position here for Huntsville, trailing 14-7 with 3:07 to go here in the Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter. Brian, again, a lot of great folks, as always, helping to make our coverage possible tonight.
Yes, indeed. Frank Oliveira's Pinnacle Realty, Bring It Home Hornets, and University Heights Baptist Church, cultivating people who make Jesus known through the lives we live and conversations we have. And Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club, feel the sting and hit solutions. We bring you home.
Wilson will lead his team back onto the field, trailing 14-7 with 3:07 to go here in the first. Tatum will line up as a receiver to the right. And a tight formation with 4 other receivers there on that right side. Nobody to the left. Wilson under center. As he'll kick Butcher in motion. The handoff to Butcher on the left side. Finds a gap across the 50. And he finally angled his way out of bounds. It's a 5-yard pickup on first down at the 50-yard line.
34, Chase Brown.
Great run there by Justin Butcher.
Yeah, Butcher takes the handoff from Wilson, goes to the left side, picks a good block up by the left tackle for the Hornets to spring him for making being able to cut the edge. Nice play.
Drive starting for the Hornets on their own 45-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Ball in the left hash mark. As Wilson will stand in the gun on the 45 back on his own side of the field. 2 receivers down to the right. One of them is Matt Long. Fake the handoff to McLean. Wilson to the right side, trying to cut the angle at the 50. Moves through one defender, lowers his left shoulder, and he's close to the first down. Baby, I think he's got it at the 45. It was a great run by quarterback A.J. Wilson, and that's a Moke attorney at law. First down for the Hornets.
Great play by A.J. Wilson. Fakes a handoff like he's going to pass, looks downfield, doesn't see an open receiver, takes it himself, makes a couple of moves, and right as he's a yard away from that marker, takes it north, dives forward, picks it up.
Matt Long, Cam Cole, 2 receivers to the left, Butcher down to the right. It is first down from the 45 of Lake Creek. Handoff goes here to the back on the right side. It's another healthy 2 or 3 yards, maybe a little bit more that by Jalen McLean. They're going to give him, looks like about 3 here, brings up 2nd down and 7, just outside the 40 to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, the Hornet offense is looking a lot better here on their 3rd possession. Of course, that defense helping their cause. Good to see.
Juwan Giddens will stand to the left of A.J. Wilson, and to the back right of Wilson is Jalen McLean. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Wilson fakes the handoff, passes over. This one caught by Butcher. Pull out the meat block, baby, at the 25. It's another Hornet first down.
Man, I just watched A.J. Wilson release that football perfectly and hit Butcher just, he was wide open, but he followed through with it, leaned into the throw, and it was dead on.
Hurry up offense here now at the Lake Creek 25, Wilson. Under center, Juwan Giddens behind him in the eye. 1 receiver down to the right, the flip to Juwan Giddens as he works through 2 up to the 25, maybe just a little bit in front of that original line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1 or so here for Juwan Giddens. Brings up 2nd down and long.
You know, you can almost see the confidence and the swagger back in A.J. Wilson as he's getting the play there from the offensive coordinator for the Hornets. That is a good sign.
Wilson in the gun around the 30 as they move from left to right, 14-7, trailing 35 seconds to go in the first. Fake the handoff to Giddens, right side. Butcher, oh, he tight-roped it, baby. And did they say he got it? No, they say it's incomplete. You have got to be kidding me.
Oh, my goodness. What an effort. What an effort by Butcher. The ball was high, but it looked to me like Butcher had both feet in bounds as he is stretched out as high as he could go.
I'm not sure if we had the angle on it. That was a tough one. Oh, man, he looked like he was in. It would have been close. Second down, they're going to call it 10. They didn't pick up any rushing yards earlier. 28 seconds to go here in the first. Wilson stepping back, looking to pass. There are two defenders now. He wants to run. 25-20. Wilson, 15-10, 5. Touchdown, baby! A.J. Wilson and the Hornets coming alive here at the end of the first.
Well, there we go. Brand new ball game. A.J. Wilson looks. Nobody's open. He takes it up the middle, sprints into the end zone. Great run.
25-yard touchdown, quarterback keeper by A.J. Wilson. And Christian Avilar set here. That's a trophy case touchdown. The MRC Creekside extra point as Avilar tries to tie it up. Avilar, the hold down by Wilson. The snap, the hold, the kick. It's through the uprights and good. And friends, we are tied 14 unanswered by the Hornets with 20 seconds to go in the first. We'll step aside and take 30 seconds. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Fat Boys Pizza, chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, margarita chicken. Oh man, it's so good. Loaded baked potato pizza? Yeah, Fat Boys Pizza. You've never tasted pizza this good? Get out of your comfort box and tease those taste buds. Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. Try those delicious wings. Or how about the Fat Boys Delight dessert with butter, cinnamon, sugar, and cream? Check out Facebook.com/Fat Boys Pizza Trailer. Or make the short drive up 19 in Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza proudly supports the Hornets. Sting 'em!
Just a few moments ago for the Hornets, a drive that started on their own 45-yard line. It was capped off after several Moke Attorney at Law first downs. A 25-yard touchdown run by quarterback A.J. Wilson. That is your Hooks Family Farm scoring drive recap. We are tied at 14 apiece, and the Hornets, I believe on those last two plays, not even in the red zone. We call that the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone. They haven't even been in there tonight and been able to score.
No, they haven't, but man, let me tell you what, 14 unanswered points. You know, the Hornets are back. This game might as well be 0-0. Shake off those big plays Lake Creek did, and the Hornets are ready to play some ball.
Avilar set to kick from the 40, from left to right, end over end. Will this one go into the end zone? Yes, it will for the third time tonight. Avilar with a touchback. Lake Creek will have it for the fifth time, starting on their own 25-yard line. They'll move from right to left. We are all tied up at 14 apiece with 20 seconds to go here in the Huntsville Hornet Quarterback Club first quarter.
Well, we want to thank a couple more of our sponsors, Rob, if we could. University Hotel is located in the heart of Huntsville and on the beautiful and historic campus of Sam Houston State University. Enjoy the convenience and comfort of on-site accommodations for visits with family members and athletic events, as well as conferences, meetings, seminars, and other special events.
Lake Creek will start this on their own 25, tied 14 apiece in between the marks at the 25. Handoff goes here. Parker Smith, the quarterback, is back in there, and a handoff here as the running back guts it up the middle across the 31 for a healthy gain of about 6. Brings up second down and 3 just across the 30-yard line.
Gain of 6 yards. Brings up second down and 4.
1 second remaining. They'll give it a 6-yard gain, and they are going to go ahead and let it run out on the run. That'll wrap it up for the first quarter. Second quarter action coming up. We'll take 1 minute. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is Robert Lindeman of Hit Solutions Player Development, helping instruct the stars to shine. Hit Solutions Player Development teaches the fundamentals of baseball and softball with proven offensive and defensive strategies and techniques. We instruct and inspire each player to be the best they can be by teaching the mental side of the game. To have the confidence to bring in the game-winning hit, visit us online at hittss.com. Hit Solutions, a proud supporter of Huntsville Athletics. In God we trust, press on to win.
So I'm here with Clint Mack from Wiesner of Huntsville. And Clint, can you tell me why it is you have so much repeat business?
I guess really is the fact that we treat everybody like a family member. We look at our customers as family members, and we've been doing it for the past 26, 27 years.
Now, you get different generations as well, correct?
Yeah, we do. One of the craziest things is when you sell a grandchild the vehicles that you've been selling their grandparents. So 3 generations and going on 4.
Well, you've heard from Clint Mack at Wiesner of Huntsville, and if you haven't tried Wiesner of Huntsville, go do so. You'll be glad you did.
Back at it here, friends, as Lake Creek switches sides on the quarter change. Moving from left to right, Hornets showing a blitz, handoff to the back, almost drugged down. Calvin Simmons in the territory, and the running back there got close to a first down.
Let's go on the carry.
A good run right there by Kason Putska. And he was stopped a yard short. Looked like Calvin Simmons was down in there in the area. Also, the senior defensive lineman, Troy Joseph. Here it is, 3rd down and a short one. Hand off to the back, and he's able to hop, skip his way to a first down on the right hash mark. Boy, made that look easy. A gain of about 3 or 4 on that play by Kason Putska. And that's a first down for Lake Creek. As they're moving a hurry-up offense here to the 39-yard line. Tied up 14 apiece, 11:18 to go here in the Hit Solutions second quarter. Smith will call for it as the quarterback. Looking, passing over right side. Has a man wide open and overthrew him. Boy, that's the same young man earlier. Sam Lee had the 75-yard touchdown grab. This time, though, just overthrew by about 5 or 6 inches, incomplete at the 20 on the right side.
That play has been very effective for Lake Creek tonight. I mean, they've scored on it once and had a big play on it another time. They tried to go it again, overthrow the wideout. Hornet defenders need to make sure they don't get behind them.
Sophomore Parker Smith, quarterback. 2nd down and 10, around his own 36. Handoff goes to the back, spinning around, still able to stay on his feet. And finally, he is slammed to the ground. Oh, my goodness, what a slam on that play. The big hit back there for a short gain up to, we called around the 42-yard line. But, man, that was a Frank Oliveras Pinnacle Realty hard hit of the game so far. Up to the 43 is where it's going to be officially marked.
That kid from Lake Creek got hammered.
3rd down. Looks like 6 from here from the 44. Smith eludes defenders. Slammed down by Calvin Simmons. They'll call it an incomplete pass, but Simmons was right behind him. Threw him down on the ground as he was delivering that incomplete pass.
Well, I tell you what, the Hornets are now playing with some serious attitude, and that is a good sight to see on both offense and defense. The Hornets are fixing to get the ball back. Man, oh man.
Calvin Simmons holding on and tossing him down, bringing the pressure, and thanks to that big line up front, Justin Butcher set back to receive. 4th down and 6, the punt from around the 35. Right total, that's a big punter out there, by the way. This one takes a bounce, and it goes out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Pretty big kid out there punting. Sawyer Matchett shows as a quarterback on our roster, but that is a tall young man. And a pretty decent punt here as he got it inside the 25. So the Hornets will have it around the 23-yard line on their own side. We are tied 14 apiece, 10:22 to go in the Hit Solutions second quarter.
Well, A.J. Wilson and company coming back out. As I said earlier, I thought I could almost see the swagger back in A.J.'s his walk and his demeanor. And, man, he has shown it because he brought these Hornets back quickly.
Looks like around their own 23-yard line. There is no yard markers up on the board, so we're just having to do this by sight. And we're not really in an ideal position to see the field from up high. Wilson, fake the handoff. No, it goes in the backfield. Here to Jawan Giddens, and it was hard to bring Giddens down. He got it up to around the 25-yard line, a gain of a couple. 2nd down and long coming up for Huntsville.
Luke Ryan, 45.
Jawan Giddens, man, what a running back he's turned out to be. Super talented athlete. He's only a sophomore, so you're going to hear his name a lot more these next several years.
Butcher to the right side, Matt Long down to the left. It is 2nd down and 8 for the Hornets. Ball resting on the 25-yard line as we are tied. 9:45 to go here in the second. Wilson in the gun on the right hash mark. One back to either side. Fakes the handoff to McLean. Wilson looking to pass, one coming in front of him. This pass, and it's incomplete. Cam Cole got pushed. That's pass interference. And it was really an ill-advised pass interference because the ball wasn't anywhere near Cam Cole. I mean, it was still in his direction, but he wouldn't have caught that anyways. And now a pass interference is going to be against Lake Creek. We'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely, we'll take it. He was running Cam Cole was running about 18, 20-yard comeback route. The ball was not even close, and then way after the fact, he just kind of gets shoved in the back, and that's going to throw a flag every time.
Carlos Zimmerman down the sideline. We'll go to Carlos here before too long, as we're in a little bit of a break for a moment. So it was a pass interference. Carlos, I will go ahead and head down to you. Carlos Zimmerman down there, brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Carlos, what's the attitude been down on the sideline? A little bit of a nice run here by Huntsville. I got you, Carlos. Go ahead.
Rob, it's been, the attitude's picked up quite a bit here as we're getting ready to go back to another play. It's it's looking pretty good right now. I mean, there's not much else really to say right now. It's a tie game, so it's really close right now.
All right, Carlos, we'll keep checking in with you. Appreciate you down on the field tonight. And for the Hornets here, first down and 10 from the 40-yard line. A Mocha Attorney at Law first down. Wilson empty backfield. He'll keep it here to the right side, trying to go around his right guard. Flags fly over the backfield. That may be a hold back there.
A.J. Wilson,
and we'll see what the official call is here.
Well, that looks like the initial indication from the white hat referee out there holding against the Hornets.
There is a flag on the field. Holding against the Hornets.
Well, that's going to set them back a little bit. That's just been one of the things that's just really kind of been frustrating. You know, I know it's frustrating for those players and coaches, but it's frustrating to see them do so well and make some good plays, then have a penalty such as that holding or those false starts or whatever that brings them back.
Yeah, they'll move them back 10 all the way back to the 30. The first down marker is resting at the 50, so they've actually got to go a good 20 yards here. First down and 20 for the Hornets, backed up on their own 30. Ball on the right hash mark. Wilson in the gun, trips to the left, one receiver. Is Butcher up top to the right. Wilson will send Jawan Giddens in motion to the left. Pass flats in the left, and he is stopped immediately for a loss on the play, and that was a good tackle back there by Cade Rushniski, the offensive linebacker.
Yeah, it really was a good open field
outside
tackle.
linebacker, sorry.
You know, he was Giddens was running out in the flats and just kind of doing a half-moon route. A.J. Wilson hits him perfectly, but Wisniewski was right there for the tackle.
It's a loss on the play of a couple. It will set the Hornets back to the 28-yard line. 8:45 to go here in the Hit Solutions second quarter. We are tied at 14 apiece. Ball now on the left hash mark. Giddens, the running back, will stand to the left of A.J. Wilson. Trips to the right. One lone Hornet to the left. Wilson wants to run here. Eludes two defenders and finally steps out of bounds. No gain on the play on the left side. And third down and long coming up for Huntsville.
Well, third and long, so they're going to be third and way long.
No gain on the play, breaks up third.
Hornet offensive line, it's up to them to give A.J. Wilson a little bit of time on this play because you're talking 20 yards to the first, and he's going to have to throw past the first down marker, which is sitting on the 50-yard line, so they got their work cut out for him here.
5 wide for the Hornets. Trips down to the left. 2 receivers up top to the right. Tatum back in there as a receiver. Wilson will stand in the gun at the 22. Tatum in motion from left to right. Wilson gets the shotgun snap over center. Cam Cole, and he is down at the 40-yard line. Thrown a little bit low. Cole didn't really have a chance to run after the catch, and he's down. A 10-yard gain brings up fourth down and 10, and Christian Avilar set to punt this one away.
Well, they can go back to that holding call that set them back, and that kind of stopped their momentum, to say the least.
Back deep for Lake Creek.
But A.J. Wilson did buy him another 10 yards to give Avilar a little bit more room to get this punt off, and he's got a strong leg.
Good friend Billy Cothran from Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home joining us. Appreciate you, Billy. Good to hear from you. Here's Avilar's punt. Plenty of time. High booming punt for Avilar. This one will drop at the 35, and the returnman wants it, and he runs in to a drill of Huntsville Hornets and is popped at the 40-yard line. So it's good field position here for Lake Creek. Tied 14 apiece, 7:57 to go in the second. We don't even have time to break. They are moving this game quick.
This game is going quick. I mean, it is absolutely flying. But, you know, I got some sponsors I could thank real quick. Daiquiri Beebe, Abbey Realty, Huntsville's real estate expert, and Adams Furniture. We beat big city prices, and Bill Fick Ford, no bull, just good deals. And Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, because everyone deserves to be remembered.
So Lake Creek back at it here on their own 40-yard line. Right hash mark, moving from left to right. Trips in a triangle to the left, one lone lion down to the right. Smith, the quarterback, in the gun, and has his running back to the right side. Man in motion from left to right, Smith. The handoff to that man in motion as he fights through a host of Hornets but gets popped by Calvin Simmons at the 50-yard line. It's a good gain on that play by Colby Wisniewski, but he got hit pretty hard. It is enough for a first down, though.
Yeah, nice run there by Wisniewski, and he's playing both the offense. You know, he's playing the wide out position, and he's playing a little bit of running back. He's a talented athlete.
Another Frank Oliveras Pinnacle Realty hard hit of the game. In motion is Carson Putska. The fake handoff to Putska. Smith wants to take it here, and his helmet pops off.
Oh, he's going to have to take the play off. Who are they going to send back in? The original
2-yard gain. It was actually Tessier, the quarterback, who came in. His helmet popped off. Tessier Helmet popped off, and he only gained 2 inside the 50 to the 48-yard line on the right hash mark. 2nd down and 8 coming up. He'll have to go out for a play, and I'm assuming we'll see Smith back in there.
Yep, Smith is back out there under center.
Been alternating. Smith will actually go now in the gun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 down to the right. Smith fakes the handoff, rolls to the left. Passes one here over to his receiver. Across the 45, angling his way at the numbers on the left side. And finally out of bounds in front of the 40. Good catch there by Wisniewski, and he is short of the first down. 3rd down and a short 3 coming up here in Huntsville Hornet territory for the Lions.
Big play here for the Hornet defense. They need a stop here. If they can get a stop here, I think they can get that momentum right back on their side.
Lake Creek, 3rd down and 3. Hornets showing a blitz. Pressure coming. Drilled in the backfield. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, mama, what a play. Back at the 46-yard line. How about that big smack right there from Tyler Pomeroy?
Tyler Pomeroy was waiting on that. It was a option. The quarterback pitched it to the running back. Pomeroy leveled him.
They are quickly going to go for it here on 4th and 11. They go in a hurry-up offense trying to throw the Hornets off. Flags fly. This one is incomplete. We'll see what the flag is. Trying to throw the Hornet defense off.
Hampton is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a Hornet jumped off sides, but then you also had a Lake Creek guy come up.
Huntsville.
Yeah, it was a call of offsides. It was 4th down and 11. Lake Creek backed up on their own 49, so it still will be 4th down here for the Lions, as they'll move it up to the 46-yard line. So 4th down and 6. Carson Putzka. Quarterback in the gun. 2 receivers, actually triplets, stacked up on the right side, 1 to the left, 4 up front for the Hornet defense. And this one will just punt it away. A little pooch punt here. Drops around the 15 and out of bounds. Looks like around the 16-yard line. We'll take a quick 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hey, Huntsville sports fans. This is Robert Lundeman of Hipp Solutions Realty. Hipp Solutions serves the real estate needs of the Huntsville area. I would like to introduce you to Karen Denman.
Hey y'all, this is Karen Denman. As a lifelong resident of Huntsville, I am passionate about our community. Hipp Solutions Realty wants to assist you with finding that piece of property that makes you feel at home. To get the ball rolling, visit us online at hittss.com.
Hipp Solutions, a proud supporter of Huntsville athletics. In God we trust. Press on to win.
14-14, we're tied up here, 6:07 to go in the Hipp Solutions second quarter. Wilson in the gun. He'll start from his own 16, moving from right to left on the left hash mark. Handoff to Giddens, and Giddens trying to slice and dice his way along that left side, in between the left marks and the numbers. And a gain of a few, about 3, brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Hornets.
Down by number 18, Nick Colosimo.
Yeah, the Hornets need to convert a little bit here, move the chains here on this drive. You know, with 5:45 left in the first half, it'd be nice if they could break this tie going into halftime.
Cam Cole, Matt Long will line up his 2 receivers to the right side. All alone down to the left is Justin Butcher. Jawan Giddens the back. Wilson stands in the gun at the 16. It is 2nd down and 7. Fakes the handoff. Wilson with pressure coming. 2 on him. Able to elude 1. Throws it. Airs it down. Cam Cole, and he threw it out of bounds. Tough one there for Wilson. He had pressure being chased behind him. Cam Cole, though, found some separation at the 40 the other way. Just was not able to connect with him.
Well, that is such a tough pass as a quarterback. He's rolling out to his right. He stumbles. He's got pursuit right on his tail, and he's going away, and he's trying to throw the ball. When he's getting close to that sideline mark, trying to keep it in bounds is such a difficult pass.
It's 3rd down and 7 for the Hornets. Buzzy making his way through the stands here. Of course, the mascot. Good to see Buzz. See, this is what I like about being in the stands.
We're going to get Buzzy to come say hello to you.
Wilson stands in the gun on 3rd down. 3 up front for Lake Creek, and a false start will move the Hornets back 5.
False start against the Hornets.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, at this point in the season, you shouldn't be having all these little penalties like that.
Good friend Harvey Vanacek joining us, saying, hey, Rob and Brian. Saying hello to us, Brian. Go Hornets, let's get it done. 3rd down, I believe around 12 here, as the ball is backed up to the 12-yard line. Well, they'll officially mark it down. Looks like the
14. Third down and 12.
So it's 3rd down and 12 for the Hornets. Wilson will stand an eye this time. Has Jawan Giddens back there alongside Jalen McClain. And now they'll move to each opposite end. As McClain to the left, or actually McClain to the right, Giddens to the left. One receiver to either side, ball on the left hash mark, 3rd down and 12. Wilson stepping back. Protection's there, throws over, dart, right side, caught at the 26-yard line. It was Matt Long who was close, and I think he got it, Brian. Matt Long with a critical 3rd down conversion. It's a Moke attorney at law. 1st down, and it's great to have Matt Long out there on the field tonight. He had some playing time 2 weeks ago, but as I said earlier, Matt said he's feeling more and more healthy every day.
Yeah, Matt ran about a 16 to 18-yard crossing. He was open. A.J. Wilson drills it into him. He picks up the 1st down. Heck of a throw and heck of a catch there by Matt Long.
It's a young man that runs a 4.5, said that although he's listed as tight end, likes to play receiver. Here's a handoff. This time it goes to, I believe the ball carrier is McClain up to the 30. Jalen McClain with a 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Hornets on their own 30-yard line. 4:27 and ticking here in the Hit Solutions 2nd quarter. We are tied at 14 apiece.
You know, I like that conversion they just did, Rob. You know, they had poise. You know, it was 3rd and 12, and A.J. Wilson had peep. His protection was breaking down, but he had the poise enough to step up and fire a bullet.
Wilson stands on the gun on the 25. Looking to pass here. Over. And Butcher is held. That's pass interference, and the Hornets will have another 1st down.
Wow. I mean, he was tackled before the ball got even close.
Leighton Scott draped over him like a cheap suit, Brian.
And Coach Southern had some words to the field judge about that play, too, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, we'll look at it here on the Walker County Federal Credit Union Instant Replay. Wilson also got pegged in the backfield after that pass. There was no flag there, but in any case, moving the ball up to the 45-yard line. It's a Moke attorney at law 1st down with a penalty. Ball near the left hash mark. We are tied 14-14, 4:02 to go here in the Hit Solutions 2nd quarter. Wilson, 2 backs, Jawan Giddens and Jalen McClain back there with him. 2 receivers to the left. Matthew Tatum, the lone Hornet, down to the left side. And we got a whistle here, and we're going to have our very first timeout of the game. We'll take a University Heights Baptist Church timeout. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
There are times in every game when a coach calls a timeout so his players can rest, recover, and refocus. Here at University Heights Baptist Church, we want you to take that same approach when it comes to the game of life. Take a timeout and spend time with Jesus. He can help you rest, recover, and refocus.
Hometown proud, Hornets strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
Welcome back at it, friends. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. 4:02 to go in the Hit Solutions 2nd quarter. We are tied at 14 apiece. The Hornets on the road tonight, looking for their 1st win in district play.
Man, we're sitting here. We just have the best seats in the house. We're in the stands with the fans, and we have the brightest, looks like red moon, full moon going on. Man, what a beautiful picture.
A little blood moon out there is what it looks like tonight. You know what's crazy? I figured out while. We'll get back into it here. Wilson eludes 1 defender as he takes off to the right side. Hops over defender to the 50. In between the hash marks, 45. Still on his feet, gets a block at the 40. Wilson down to the 35 as he wiggles his way out of bounds on the left side. What a run, what a play, what a block. A.J. Wilson and the Hornets looking strong here on this drive.
Oh, that is what A.J. Wilson looked like last year. I mean, he can take that ball and he can make something happen. But let me tell you, man, Jalen McClain, number 9 for the Hornets, laid one of the most nastiest blocks on one of those Lake Creek players to spring A.J. for another 15 yards. Holy cow.
Yeah, Leighton Scott was coming at him, and he said, Jalen McClain said, get away, man. The water's boiling, baby. It's time to put the mac and cheese out there.
Old mac and cheese.
We do have an injured Lion player on the field. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second break. Stay with us, friends. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at Texpress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? Texpress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. Texpress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexpressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's Texpress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams for the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Carlos Zimmerman down on the sidelines with us. And Carlos, this Huntsville Hornet team with a little bit of life here as we're tied up at 14 apiece, but again, showing some life and looking good. We'll go down to you, brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Carlos?
Yeah, Rob, the life has really just been breathed back into this Huntsville team. You know, I mean, when you go down 14-0 early on, you feel like, you know, that you hit the snooze bar, but they have not, and that's been the most impressive thing so far. They're still taking a look at the injured Lion player for Lake Creek, but, you know, this is looking really good for Huntsville. You can't I'm trying to get my words out here, Rob. You love what you're seeing here. You love what you're seeing. I mean, they're already leaving me speechless, Rob, and we're not even at halftime yet.
All right, Carlos, we'll keep checking in with you. Of course, we'll have a word from head coach Rodney Southern as well at halftime. 14-14 with 3:48 remaining here in the Hit Solutions second quarter. We are in an injury timeout. Coach Southern went over that injured Lake Creek player to make sure he's okay, and they'll still continue to work on his leg down there. We'll go ahead and take another 30-second break. Stay with us. 14-14 your score, 3:48 to go in the first half. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Huntsville ISD is the best place for children to be. We offer a full-day pre-K center to advanced career and college options, along with a variety of extracurricular activities and award-winning fine arts, band and athletics programs, an excellent child nutrition and bus transportation services, bilingual ESL and GT programs, special education services, and a career and technical education program that provides multiple certification and licensing options for students. Visit huntsville-isd.org. It's a great day to be a Hornet. We're building champions, everyone, every day.
Welcome back, friends, and a pleasant good evening. We're still in an injury timeout here on the road at Montgomery. Lake Creek Lions facing the Huntsville Hornets 14-14. We are tied, 3:48 to go. Brian, a couple of impressive drives here for the Hornets after things got off slow. They were trailing 14-0 at the 6:59 mark. The third possession for Lake Creek. They scored a touchdown on the first possession and that third possession. But then for the Hornets, they found a little bit of life there in the end of the first quarter. They had a couple of big running plays. Jawan Giddens with a 51-yard touchdown run, and then A.J. Wilson had the 25-yard keeper as time was winding down with 20 seconds to go. Nothing here, though, in the second, but nonetheless, a good one here tonight as we expected, although things a little bit scary early.
Yeah, you know, first play from the line of scrimmage, and they score on a 75-yard trickeration play to go up 7-0. And then the Hornets give up another touchdown, and it almost seemed, Rob, like as soon as that second touchdown they gave up, they relaxed finally and said, you know what, let's just come out and play Hornet football and quit worrying about the things that, you know, the things that were getting them in trouble, and just start playing relaxed. And, you know, you can see the swagger come back in Wilson. I mean, that was visually obvious. And, man, what a turn of events. I mean, they go down 14-0. They come back and tie it up, and now they're marching the ball, you know, with 3:48 left in the first half, and they're threatening to try to put more points on the board.
There's still that injured Lake Creek player down there on the field. Looks like they may have to take him on a cart. With that being said, we'll step aside. We'll take a minute 30 on a break. We'll be back in a moment. 14-14 your score, 3:48 to go here in the Hit Solutions second quarter. We'll be back in 90 seconds.
Hi folks, this is Jack at Adams Furniture. You know, furniture today is hard to find, but at Adams Furniture, we have a whole store full of furniture. We've got the sofas, the sectionals, the recliners, lazy board gallery. We've got the mattresses, bedroom suites. You buy it right off my floor. You see it, you buy it, we deliver it. We've got a whole store full. We've got warehouses full. Remember, that's Adams Furniture at 75 North and 10th Street, or shop online at shopatadams.com.
This season, while you're cleaning out your cabinets and closets, remember to straighten up your finances too. Hi, this is Laura with CSCU to help you get started. First, check your statements for any subscription services like Netflix, Audible, or Amazon Prime. If you're not using the service, cancel and save yourself that cash each month. Second, if you're getting statements in the mail, take time to enroll in electronic statements. Electronic statements are more secure, easy to access, and you won't have to worry about mail stacking up on your counter. CSCU. Bank happy, spend smart, live well. Member NCUA.
Joetta's Boutique is celebrating our 3-year anniversary. Please join the festivities on Saturday, October 23rd at West Hill Mall in Huntsville. We will have food, drinks, discounts, and giveaways. Come grab some goodies for yourself or get an early start on some holiday shopping. We hope to see you at the party Saturday, October 23rd. And thank you, Huntsville, for voting us #1 boutique. Joetta's, vintage and new, classy and glam.
It's time to mind your business. I'm Audrey George, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and we are excited to announce the launch of the business account. I'd like to invite you to call or come by our office on Normal Park Drive to find out more. For decades, Walker County Federal Credit Union has been devoted to our individual members and their service, and now we have expanded that to your business as well. Find out how easy it is to mind your business. With Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
For the best customer service and best deal on your new Ford, head to Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville, your No Bull headquarters. Thinking something sporty and great on gas? Check out the 2022 Ford Explorers and Expeditions. Don't see what you want on the lot? You can still get a No Bull deal on a special order with the assistance of your sales associate, or just go to BillFickFord.com. Click order here and design your new Ford today. Built for you, by you. Bill Fick Ford, I-45 South in Huntsville.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams, still in an injury timeout here. Lake Creek football player being attended to on the field, and they were just here in a few moments. He is moving, so they're just going to have to cart him off here in just a little bit. Brian, you hate to see that here during the season, anytime during the season, especially as you're down the stretch here. This is a Lake Creek team that is had their struggles, sitting in 6th place. They have one win in district play at 1-3. Huntsville at 0-3. So really for both of these teams, a must-win tonight. But he is getting tended to down there. That's why we've been in an extended break here, Brian.
Yeah, you know, injuries unfortunately are a part of football. And, boy, you hate to see it any time, but you know, man, those things happen. I mean, it's a violent game, and you know, people are at their peak physical conditioning, and they're athletic, and they can fly across that field. And man, it doesn't take but blink of an eye, and you can get injured. Unfortunately, this injury to the Lake Creek football player.
Looks like a leg injury. The player is sitting up. Carlos Zimmerman is down on the sidelines down there. Carlos, again, the Hornets, a little bit of a drive here. Of course, we're in the middle of, right now, of this injury timeout, but the Hornets driving, and as we keep talking about, I don't want to keep going back saying the same things, but this is a must-win. But looks like a different Hornet squad. Maybe not through the first 2 touchdowns by Lake Creek, Carlos, but they have started to find their life. We'll see if they continue it. Carlos, we'll go down to you.
Yeah, no, Rob, they're finding their stride, definitely. This is going to hurt them a little bit, this long pause, though. They were driving pretty quickly here. Obviously, you don't want to see players go down and get injured, as it looks like they've got them on the cart, and they're going to get them out of here and go get treated. So our thoughts are with the Lake Creek player. But, yeah, like I said, Hornets just got to keep the foot on the gas pedal right now.
Well, Carlos, again, appreciate you. We'll come back up here to the Copeland family broadcast booth, and we'll take 30 seconds. We'll be back. Play should resume here shortly. Stay with us. 14-14, 3:48 to go in the second. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
You might know that State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has great service. She is your good neighbor after all. Did you know State Farm has surprisingly great rates too? Yep. Along with good neighbor service, State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes has surprisingly great rates for everyone in Huntsville and Walker County. So call State Farm agent Diana K. Barnes at 936-295-2686 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
All right, friends, back at it here, live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. Rob Hipp alongside Brian Adams. 3:48 to go in the second as the injured a Lake Creek player started off the field, and the Hornets continuing their drive here as they are on the Lake Creek 33-yard line. Brian, I believe where we left off was at first down, I think, after the play moments ago. Wilson in the gun, trips to the right. One coming at Wilson. He'll throw over center. This one up, and it is caught. Cam Cole, touchdown.
What a beautiful pass and catch. A.J. Wilson to Cam Cole. Cole runs a seam route. He's open by about 2 or 3 yards. A.J. Wilson found the touch, drops it in perfectly. The Hornets are up 20-14.
Hornets take the first lead of the night. That's a trophy case touchdown. The trophy case, your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get your Hornet Spirit gear at the trophy case. Avalar set for the MRC Creekside extra point. The hold by Wilson, bobbles it, goes behind him. And a player here for Lake Creek is going to pick up and run. Remember, if you can score this, you can get a couple of points. He's not going to get there. He got all the way to the 40, though. And, hey, that's good. Run out some of that energy.
Yeah, well.
20-14 extra point kick, not good, as we'll go ahead and keep things right here, Brian.
Well, it's unfortunate that we bobbled that extra point snap, man, because that's that 1 point, man, that can come back and bite you towards the end of this ball game. It doesn't take but one. And I remember back in '84 playing the Jasper Bulldogs. They haven't lost at home in about 6 years. They scored on us first, missed the extra point. We came back in the fourth quarter. We scored and made our extra point, and that 1 point cost them a win.
Well, whatever happened, there was a flag down there. They're going to let him go for it again. So
how about that, man?
Not sure what happened, but Avalar will get another attempt here. There was a flag thrown back there. I didn't catch it, and so they'll get another extra point try. The hold down by Wilson. This time it's secure. Avalar through the uprights. Automatic easy does it. And it is 21-14. This time we'll take 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Hi, folks. This is Jack at Adams Furniture. You know, furniture today is hard to find, but at Adams Furniture, we have a whole store full of furniture. We've got the sofas, the sectionals, the recliners, the lazy board gallery. We've got the mattresses, bedroom suits. You buy it right off my floor. You see it, you buy it, we deliver it. We've got a whole store full. We've got warehouses full. Remember, that's Adams Furniture at 75 North and 10th Street, or shop online at shopadadams.com.
Welcome back, friends. A drive for the Huntsville Hornets that started on their own 16-yard line, go all the way down the field. 35-yard touchdown pass from A.J. Wilson to Cam Cole. And the Hornets, after the Avalar extra point kick on the second attempt, was good, 21-14. That is your Hooks Family Farm scoring drive recap. And here's the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff. Big shout out to our good friend Christy Adkins over at Climatech Secure Storage, just off Highway 45. Avalar looks to the right, looks to the left, runs up to the ball at the 40, right toe to leather. This one booming on its way, and this one will not sell in the end zone. It is bobbled and goes out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Wow.
Wow.
Well, that's almost even better than a touchback.
Exactly. Avalar's been booming them through the end zone, and they switch sides of the field. Comes up a little bit short, but the receiver trying to catch the kick bobbles it, knocks it out on the 4-yard line.
Yeah, all the way backed up to his own 4-yard line. Lake Creek, 7th possession of the night. This is only their 3rd possession of the second quarter. It was a scoreless second quarter for both teams up until that previous drive for the Hornets.
The Hornets secondary, they're in a cover 2, and they need to watch that seam route. I promise you that was successful for Lake Creek. They'll go back to it.
Tesse in the backfield. It's a safety. Oh, mama, it's a safety in the backfield. The handoff goes to the running back. The Hornets say, get it out of here, baby. And it's 2 points on the board for the Huntsville Hornets.
How about that? That looked like Fettyine that dropped him in the end zone for the safety.
Safety for the Hornets.
Man, what a play by that defense.
It's the first safety of the season for the Huntsville Hornets. And I was trying to see who came up with that play, Brian. I didn't see it back there. I saw a big 5-0 come up out of the pile. That's Zaki Fede, and you said Zaki Fede, and you said that may have been him. And he's had a couple in his favor tonight. That was a big one as Huntsville extending it now 23-14 on the safety.
What a turn of events. The middle of the second quarter has been for this Huntsville Hornet football team. We've been waiting on it for a long time, and, man, we are starting to see signs of it. They're going to get the ball back here with 3:29 left in the first half. Plenty of time to punch it in for another score.
It is 23-14 here in the Hit Solutions second quarter. 23 unanswered points by the Hornets. As now Lake Creek will have to kick this one from their own 20 off the tee. Butcher and Tatum set back to receive around the 25. And so setting to kick this one here for Lake Creek. Believe that is, well, didn't have a number on that. Here's the right toe to leather. This one is a nice selling kick. Tatum will receive it at the 21 on the left side. Tatum to the 30, 35 to the right side, 40. Tatum still on his feet to the 50. Right side, 45, 40. Tatum running and gunning to the 30-yard line. What a return by Matthew Tatum. And the Hornets coming alive here in the second again.
Oh, my goodness. The Hornets are on fire here. What a great return by Tatum up the right side. He picks up a great block, goes off to the edge, over by Lake Creek's bench. Man, what a return.
The Hornets will have excellent field position here, starting on the Lake Creek 31-yard line after that Tatum return.
Man alive. What a return by that kick return team for the Huntsville Hornets and Matt Tatum.
Big old lineman Trey Garrett will lead his team back out there. Trey Garrett, related to our good buddy TJ, who's down there running sideline camera for us. Doing a great job as always. And the Hornets will have it here. 3:18 to go in the Hit Solution second, leading 23-14. Wilson on the right hash mark. Giddens running back to his right. Tatum in motion from right to left. Wilson stepping through two defenders. 35 throws this one. It's incomplete to Justin Butcher. Butcher wasn't ready for it. The communication wasn't there, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, the ball was actually thrown behind Butcher. Butcher was running across the field, and Wilson was kind of rolling towards his right, and he threw about 2 or 3 yards behind him.
A.J. Wilson this week, another Huntsville Hornet football player with a college opportunity at HBU, Houston Baptist University. So Wilson getting an offer as well. And we'll go second down and 10 for the Hornets on the Lake Creek 31. Wilson in the gun. Running back behind him is... Pass goes to Tatum to the left side, and Tatum is drilled immediately on the play in the flat by Leighton Scott.
Matthew Tatum.
Nice play there by Scott. I mean, they dropped the Hornets for about a 5-yard loss.
Number 6, also Leighton Scott, number 5 on the tackle.
Thought about a 5 or 6 yard
loss.
Third down and 15 coming up here for your Hornets. 2:48 to go here in the second. Huntsville leading 23-14. Thanks for joining us tonight on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Always our privilege and honor to bring you these games. Tatum and Butcher, 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers up top to the left. Wilson in the gun at the 40. Spins the ball in his hand, handoff to Giddens. No, Wilson's going to keep it. Wilson has daylight, 30, 25, 20, and he's out of bounds. It's another first down. A Mocha Attorney at Law first down. And now in that Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone.
What a great play by Wilson. Again, that's what he brings to the table. If he can't find a wide out downfield, I mean, he can tuck it and run. He knew right where that first down marker was. But let me tell you, Justin Butcher did a great job. He did not block a guy in the back. He knew that he was in front of him. He let him go. Man, what a play. What a heads-up play.
It's a good ball fake by Wilson also. First and 10 from the Lake Creek 20 in the red zone now. Wilson, empty backfield. He wants to run again to the left side across the 20, angling his way and finally pushed out of bounds after a short gain. Just inside the 15. They're going to mark him down, looks like around the 17-yard line, a gain of 2 or 3 on the play. Call it 2 yards. Second down and 8 coming up for the Hornets. One thing I notice about Wilson, too, when he gets that shotgun snap, have you seen how he spins the ball in his hand? I don't know if that's just a habit. It's one of those things where he's trying to get things positioned, but, man, he flips that ball and spins it in his hands. No, you got to get it set right, but doing a good job holding on to it. I'd be scared, Brian. I'd drop it.
Well, I mean, he's taken thousands of snaps, so that's just routine. But, yeah, you're right. It's his way.
Trips to the right. Didn't do it here as he got a direct snap. This one over center. Caught. No, it's incomplete to Butcher. It was a dart thrown in the direction of Butcher, but it's incomplete. And when I say a dart, Brian, that thing bounced all the way to the band back there, the back of the end zone, but there is a flag.
Yeah, a late flag came out. I'm not sure. Well, that was well after the throw. It's against the Hornets, holding.
Huntsville.
Man, these penalties for the Hornets, man, are just killers.
I'll move them back 10 here, and where the ball was resting, we'll take them all the way back to the 28-yard line. Second down and long here. They've got to get all the way up to the 10-yard line. Ball currently at the 28. So second and 18 for the Hornets. Again, leading 23-14 with 2:12 remaining here in the Hit Solutions second. Wilson goes under center this time. Two backs behind him, tight formation. Hands off McLean. No, fakes it. Passes over center. This one up. Caught. Cam Cole. Touchdown, mama. Oh, baby, what a pass and what a play.
What a route.
Oh, they say it's incomplete, Brian. What? Well, there was a line judge down in the end zone. From here, it looked like he caught it, and Cam Cole saying, I can't believe it. He's got his hands up in the air.
Wow, let's see that on this replay.
Well, Brian, you say this is... he dropped it. He had it on his thigh, Brian, and when he went down, he dropped it.
Well, yeah, but if you got possession of it,
moving around.
You break the the barrier. I mean, that should have been a touchdown. Well, you know what? That's all right. A.J. Wilson, this is a big play for him here. It's third down and I don't know, about 20. Looks like they're going to call a timeout.
We'll take it with them for a University Heights Baptist Church timeout. We'll be back in 15 seconds. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
There are times in every game when a coach calls a timeout so his players can rest, recover, and refocus. Here at University Heights Baptist Church, we want you to take that same approach when it comes to the game of life. Take a timeout and spend time with Jesus. He can help you rest, recover, and refocus.
Hometown proud, Hornet strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
We're going back looking at that one repeatedly on the replay. Tough one. We didn't really have that good of an angle, but Brian, you brought up a point. If you've got possession and you cross that line, he caught it right before he went in, but I guess they're saying you got to hold on to it all the way through. We didn't have the front angle of it, though. Melton doing a great job, but Melton's not able to fly around to the end zone real quick and then come back. 2:03 to go here in the Hit Solutions second quarter. 23-14. Hornets in the lead. Third down and 18. After the penalty earlier set them back to the 28-yard line. Wilson in the gun. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. Jawan Giddens, the running back. Wilson will rotate to the right from the 35. Chase from behind. I don't know if he knows anyone's there. He'll throw this one up. It's up for grabs. Jackpot, and it's dropped. Well, he called Jackpot 1000, and nobody came up with it. It's incomplete. He just threw it up for grabs.
Yeah, he did. There was two receivers in the back right corner of the end zone, along with about three defenders. Just kind of throws it up. It's a Hail Mary type pass. But you know what? Bring out your star kicker and let him try to tack on 3 more points before you go into halftime.
That bounced right around Cam Cole. He was near there. And Christian Avalar will set to kick this one away. For Avalar, a 45-yard field goal attempt. Christian Avalar. Again, from 45 out, Wilson the hold. And he'll fake it. Wilson picks it up, rolls to the right. This didn't fake out the lines. He's going to throw it down to the end zone. It is bounced around and incomplete at the goal line. So it was a design trick play, and it's incomplete.
You know, I kind of like the call. I mean, you know what? With the momentum they have going, roll A.J. Wilson out to the right, but give Lake Creek credit. They had the 2 wideouts down deep covered, so there was really nowhere A.J. Wilson could go with that football.
The drive stalls, turnover on downs. And Lake Creek will have it here, 1:45 to go in the second. Trailing 23-14. They'll start this drive on their own 28-yard line, moving from left to right. Handoff in the backfield. The running back had nowhere to go. Nice tackle back there by Isaiah Collins for a loss of 1 on the play in the backfield.
Yeah, it was a good play there by the Hornet defense. Stuffed that run.
The yard brings up 2nd and 11.
I'm telling you, they're going to look for that seam route maybe on this play here because it was so effective in the first quarter.
Tessier, the quarterback, sends a man in motion from left to right. Tessier, high snap, fakes the handoff. Looking, he is back in the backfield and slammed down for a heart-filled Flores quarterback sack at the 20.
He just disappears under a swarm of Hornets. He steps back to throw, and he was looking at that seam route, but, man, his pocket collapsed around him, and he is dropped for a big loss.
It's the sophomore defensive lineman. I believe it was J.T. Kroll coming up with that heart-filled Flores quarterback sack. The initial hit was down there by Isaiah Collins, who we just called a few moments ago. And a loss of about 5 or so on the play brings up 3rd down and around 15 here for Lake Creek. They're backed up to their own 20. Hornets showing blitz. Quarterback stepping back, flats to the right. Has a man at the 20. Trying to shake through a defender and a hard tackle. Bringing him down is Carson Grisham up to the 30-yard line, well short of the first down. And the Hornets, they're going to have an opportunity to get it back here with 20 seconds to go.
Man, look how we have a timeout call or
21 seconds to go. We'll take a quick 15-second University Heights Baptist Church. We'll be back after that. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
There are times in every game when a coach calls a timeout so his players can rest, recover, and refocus. Here at University Heights Baptist Church, we want you to take that same approach when it comes to the game of life. Take a timeout and spend time with Jesus. He can help you rest, recover, and refocus.
Hometown proud, Hornets strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
Back at it, friends. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams. 21 seconds to go in the Hit Solutions second quarter. Hornets leading 23 unanswered points, 23-14 on the road at Lake Creek, battling the Lions. Hornets looking for their first win in district play at 0-3 in district play. Lake Creek 1-3 as they're trying to pick up their second. Lake Creek in 6th place, and the Hornets at the bottom at 7th. They will punt this one away. The Lions will after that great defensive stop just a few moments ago. Snap goes back. Punter will get this one off from the 20. It is a short punt and goes out of bounds at the 40.
Wow.
Keep in mind, we will have that interview with head coach Rodney Southern as TJ Garrett is down there. And we will also have Carlos Zimmerman on that side. May just want to catch him as he is heading to that end zone, Carlos. I know Carlos is making his way over near the team, but TJ is all the way over, so I would just try to grab him as he walks back to his own field house. That field house is way over there, Brian.
Yeah, it really is.
To the left side.
Well, Lake Creek just shanked a punt, and the Hornets got the ball on their own 49-yard line with 16 seconds left. They're going to have a great opportunity to put some more points on the board before they go in at half.
Well, we'll see what they want to do here because Huntsville will have it for the 8th time. They'll start this on their own 49-yard line, moving from right to left. They'll go 5 wide here. The Hornets do not have any timeouts remaining. 16 seconds to go, leading 23-14 here in the first half. And a whistle here in Lake Creek is going to take one of their timeouts. We'll keep it right here, Brian, and thanks to more of our great sponsors.
Yeah, no question about it. Our awesome sponsors, we got Community Service Credit Union now serving Walker, Madison, Trinity, and some parts of San Jacinto counties, and Huntsville Independent School District, focus for our children's unlimited success. And Joetta's Boutique in West Hill Mall, vintage and new, classy and glam, and Techspress Urgent Care, quality health care and unmatched customer service. And the Woodlands Financial Group and more insurance. Our policy is caring. Wiesner Conroe Hyundai, where you buy for less. Wiesner Huntsville, home of the bottom line. And our favorite, Fat Boys Pizza.
Fat Boys Pizza.
Hand-tossed dough, made fresh daily, pizza, wings, and more. And Big Iron Auctions.
Yeah, tell us about Big Iron Auctions, Brian. You guys just came on as a sponsor of our 635 news on KSAM. Tell us a little bit more about Big Iron Auctions, man.
Well, I appreciate that, Rob. I'm the district manager for Big Iron Auctions in South Texas, and we are a digital online auction for heavy equipment. It is every Wednesday, no reserve, no buy fees. Come see us at bigiron.com.
BigIron.com. Here's the Hornets with 16 seconds to go. Wilson empty backfield, one chasing him. Throws this one, heaves it over left side. Butcher well incomplete. And that'll take us down to 9 seconds. We'll see if the Hornets try to throw one more out there. Wilson was being chased. And luckily there was no holding call as Micah Fisher was down there. Looked like he had a little arm around a guy, but nothing was called. And we'll see what the Hornets do here with 9 seconds. If they try to just throw one more down there, leading 23-14. Again, with 9 seconds to go here in this second.
Well, A.J. Wilson has the arm. I mean, if he can get protection long enough and he can send those wide outs, he could get one close to the end zone, if not in the end zone. And I remember Coach Clements, we used to work on that play all the time in practice. You throw it as far as you can, and hopefully you got some receivers underneath it. We'll see.
Wilson, 2 receivers to either side. On his own 49-yard line. Sends McClain in motion right to the flats, and a whistle and a flag and a false start. And with that, I would expect him to take a knee.
Yeah, me too. I mean, that's unfortunate. Come on.
False start against Huntsville.
Yep. Seen several of those tonight, and you talked about it. You just can't commit those types of penalties.
Well, not at this point in the season, for one, but, I mean, they've had 3 false starts in the first half. I mean, come on, guys. You've been playing football for 3/4 of a season. Those kind of penalties are supposed to go away after about 3 ball games.
Well, we'll see. For now, it looks like they're going to go for it here with 7 seconds. Backed them up 5 more to the 44-yard line. In motion is Tatum. Wilson will pitch it over to Tatum to the left side. Tatum trying to fight through defenders, and he is pushed out of bounds with 1 second. And they're going to go ahead and let it run all the way down. We'll keep it right here as we'll try to get a quick halftime interview with Carlos Zimmerman. TJ Garrett down there with him as well. I know Carlos is standing around the 10-yard line. Coach Southern is over here on the bench and making his way. And I think we will be able to get that quick interview as Coach Southern heading right over to Carlos's direction right now at the 25. And Carlos, we'll go down to you, my friend, with head coach Rodney Southern. Carlos, down to you.
Thanks, Rob. Coach, 23 unanswered here in this first half. Looking very good in a very critical game for you guys. Anything y'all got to clean up going through the second half?
Well, we had another opportunity down here and didn't get points and took a shot on a fake field goal. But other than that, we've played fairly clean. A couple penalties we got to clean up. And false starts are just, that's ridiculous to continue to do that. So we'll get that fixed.
How's the attitude feeling on the sideline going up into the locker room by 9?
Well, I would hope they feel pretty good since we've struggled the last 2 or 3 weeks. And, we've been off so long now that, just getting back ready to the speed of actual live contests, I think was the reason for the first part. We've settled down defensively and played pretty good since then.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Best of luck in the second half.
All right, thanks.
Rob.
All right, we'll step aside. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band 23-14 Hornets in the driver's seat at halftime. We'll step aside and take a break. That Northside Baptist Church halftime show coming up when we come back on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal? And during Wiesner's Rocktober sales event, save even more. 2022 inventory arriving weekly. Elantras, Sonatas, Santa Fe's, Tucsons, and more. Get a real deal. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai, where customer service is job one. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
In store or online, we deliver.
At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, community is important to us, and as part of this community, we enjoy celebrating the successes of our student athletes, win or lose. Their hard work is worthy of celebration. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. When a need arises, you can trust us to help you and your family celebrate a life well lived. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. Sting 'em, Hornets!
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at TexPress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? TexPress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. TexPress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexPressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's TexPress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
Fat Boys Pizza, chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, margarita chicken. Oh man, it's so good. Loaded baked potato pizza? Yeah. Fat Boys Pizza. You've never tasted pizza this good? Get out of your comfort box and tease those taste buds. Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. Try those delicious wings. Or how about the Fat Boys Delight dessert with butter, cinnamon, sugar, and cream? Check out Facebook.com/Fat Boys Pizza Trailer. Or make the short drive up 19 in Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza proudly supports the Hornets. Sting 'em!
This is BJ McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through 3 primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
This is the Huntsville Hornets High School Football Halftime Report, sponsored by Northside Baptist Church. Here's Rob Hipp and Brian Adams.
Already in progress. Enjoy the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band. 23-14, 24 minutes to go here at halftime. We'll keep it right here. Enjoy the band.
The GGs are under the direction of Mrs. Dana Lenormand.
Again, friends, we are here at halftime, live from Montgomery ISD Football Stadium. 23-14, your score, 22-14 to go here on the Northside Baptist Church halftime show. Thanks for joining us as the band is getting reset here, and they'll continue to play. Brian, always such a fun opportunity to hear this band and all the great work that they do. So many accolades, so many awards over the years. They had a fantastic season last year. Always love hearing them, man.
Yeah, I do too. You know, the Hornet Military Marching Band is award-winning. They've won so many awards, you know, in their history, and obviously the history is very long. But yeah, they're very talented. A lot of hard work goes into that. I mean, it's crazy watching them do their lines and their cuts and making those figures they do. I mean, that takes a lot of practice, and they're certainly fun to watch.
They're getting positioned, the military marching band, in their green attire tonight with the black pants as usual. All of them also wearing the white X straps, wearing the hats as well with the white feather on top. These guys and gals do such a wonderful job, and another critical part of this Huntsville Hornet football team and a critical part of this community.
Yeah, you know what? And they take a lot of pride. The band is one. I mean, there's a lot of kids out there, and they take a lot of pride in putting on a good show for the fans. You know, because they go and they have contests and things.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
And they take pride in what they do, and they're very good at it.
2021.
Go back to Tony Kulak and the band.
Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Benjamin Hendricks and Mark Thweda. Tonight, the band will be performing a precision military drill to in a Philharmonic fanfare by Strauss, Kiefer Special by Kiefer, and Repause Band by Lincoln.
the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band.
Twist and Brian Wood. The band would like to thank our band boosters, corporate sponsors, administration, and the community for their continued support. On Tuesday, the HMB attended the UIL Region 9 marching contest in the Woodlands. They earned first division ratings from all 3 judges, which is the top rating for that contest. Earning a first division rating qualifies the band to compete in the UIL State Military Marching Contest next Wednesday in Longview, Texas. Great job, HMB.
Well, there you have it again, the award-winning Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band. Our Northside Baptist Church halftime continues 23-14. Hornets in the lead on the road at Lake Creek. 15 minutes to go at halftime. We'll step aside and take a break. When we come back, we'll talk more about this one at halftime. Stay with us, friends. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet Military Marching Band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home is a proud member of the Huntsville community. I am a proud member of the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home team. Hi, this is Billy Cawthon, and I'm also a proud Huntsville Hornet football alumni, class of 1999. This year we are celebrating the next generation of Hornet football as my son is playing on the freshman team. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we understand life is about celebrations, and we are the hometown experts in celebrating life. Sting 'em, Hornets.
It's time to mind your business. I'm Audrey George, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and we are excited to announce the launch of the business account. I'd like to invite you to call or come by our office on Normal Park Drive to find out more. For decades, Walker County Federal Credit Union has been devoted to our individual members and their service, and now we have expanded that to your business as well. Find out how easy it is to mind your business. With Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
So I'm here with Clint Mack from Wiesner of Huntsville. What would you say to someone who has never been to Wiesner of Huntsville?
Come try the experience for yourself. We do things different here. We're a very relational business. We're not a transactional business, and we want to make you feel like you're part of our family.
Is there a Wiesner difference or a Wiesner experience?
There is. It'd be honesty and integrity. We've stood by that, and we are going to continue that in a world that doesn't necessarily live by those rules.
Well, you've heard from Clint Mack at Wiesner of Huntsville, and if you haven't tried Wiesner of Huntsville, go do so. You'll be glad you did.
Did you know there's a place where you can get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates on home and auto insurance? Yep, State Farm. Diana K. Barnes is your State Farm agent in Walker County for service you deserve at the price you want. Diana K. Barnes has you covered. Call 936-295-2686 for surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements.
Joetta's Boutique is celebrating our 3-year anniversary. Please join the festivities on Saturday, October 23rd at West Hill Mall in Huntsville. We will have food, drinks, discounts, and giveaways. Come grab some goodies for yourself or get an early start on some holiday shopping. We hope to see you at the party Saturday, October 23rd. And thank you, Huntsville, for voting us #1 boutique. Joetta's, vintage and new, classy and glam.
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at TexPress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? TexPress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. TexPress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexPressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's TexPress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
Fat Boys Pizza. Chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, margarita chicken. Oh man, it's so good. Loaded baked potato pizza? Yeah. Fat Boys Pizza. You've never tasted pizza this good? Get out of your comfort box and tease those taste buds. Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. Try those delicious wings. Or how about the Fat Boys Delight dessert with butter, cinnamon, sugar, and cream? Check out Facebook.com/Fat Boys Pizza Trailer. Or make the short drive up 19 in Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza proudly supports the Hornets. Sting 'em!
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
All right, friends, welcome back. Rob Hipp here live at the Northside Baptist Church halftime report. 8:56 to go in the second. And just like we do at the college game where we have a segment called Behind the Bearcats, we're going to do something a little new tonight as we've got Behind the Hornets tonight, Mr. TJ Garrett. What's going on, TJ?
It's going great,
Man, I got to tell you, TJ, you do such great work, and I wanted to pull you aside for an interview for a few moments just to talk. We heard the Hornet Military Marching Band. We always show our band, but wanted to talk to you, man. You do a lot of great work behind the scenes. The field camera that folks see out there, that's you, man, doing a great job. Tell us a little bit more about yourself, where you grew up, and how you got over here to Huntsville, man.
Yeah, I was born and raised in Huntsville, Rob. My parents from Beat Eyes in Huntsville. Went to Huntsville High, played baseball, football. Picked up a camera and never looked back, man.
Awesome. And you're going to school, I believe, for like film and journalism. Is that
yes,
correct?
Sir.
Tell us a little bit more about that, man.
I go to Texas Southern. I'm a radio, television, and film major. Right now I'm online, but looking to go back in the fall. But everything's leading the right way, man.
Awesome. Well, I wanted to talk, man, because I know you're such a humble dude, man, and I just want to give you credit because there's so much work that goes into this broadcast. And tonight, Nathan's not here. He's a big part of what we do as well. That's why there's certain components tonight that aren't on there. But you're here. You guys do great work. Nathan helped whenever he can make it. He does incredible work. You're behind the scenes, man, with the camera. Whenever Carlos is doing those interviews, you're down there with him. What's that like for you being able to be down there on the field and capture some of these great moments for the Hornets, man?
Man, it's amazing because, for one, I love being out there with the guys. It reminds me of whenever I was out there. And then on top of that, it's just Friday Night Lights. It brings back good memories, and then the atmosphere is great. And I just love football, man.
Well, TJ, a couple of years ago, we put out a call. We said we need some help because we were going to start doing these video broadcasts. And I said, man, it's going to take a community to do it, just like what I had in the community I grew up in. And here in Huntsville, so many stepped up, you and Melton and many others. What's been the most fun part? I know you said you get to be down there with the guys. I mean, what do you enjoy most about doing this kind of work, man?
The best part is the traveling. You get to go into different environments, see how other people do the broadcast and stuff, and because everywhere is different. Sometimes you're in the booth, and sometimes you might be in the stands like we are today. So it's always the experience, man.
Do you like this tonight? Brian and I were talking. We said we wish that we could always be like right here in the middle, man. What do you think about that?
Yeah, because you get the atmosphere of the crowd. It's like you're with the crowd.
So what are you dreaming of, man? You're down here tonight. You're helping us. You're going to school, as you said, for radio and film and television. What are you dreaming? Where do you want to be, man?
Hopefully I can open up my own broadcast studio one day, but I got to take it one step at a time, man. I'm just trying to get to the next level.
Awesome. Well, we're going to keep you rocking and rolling. You do so much for us. TJ, you and Melton, y'all have been incredible. I just wanted to ask you something else, too. You got a little brother playing on the team, man.
Yeah.
Tell us about your brother.
Man, Trey can get out there whenever he want to, man. You got to put a fire behind him sometime, but whenever that fire is lit, it's lit. Yeah, he's a good kid, man.
You ever walk around with a lighter sometime to get that fire going for him? Well, man, and do you ever feel like you're down there on the field? Do you ever, you grew up in the community, you played. Do you ever feel like just putting the camera down and running on the field sometimes?
Nah, man, I don't never get that urge.
Awesome. Well, hey, just like we do with the kids and other people that we interview, cameras right here in the booth on you. Who you want to send a shout out to tonight, TJ?
Shout out to my mom and pops, man. They always got my back.
And I think Carlos just chimed in for a second there by accident. Hey, Carlos, you chimed in on us. I don't think he realizes it. So we'll step aside. We'll take a break. 5 minutes to go as halftime continues. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we will never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
All right, friends, welcome back. 3:53 to go here on the Northside Baptist Church Halftime Show. I'm Rob Hipp, along with Brian Adams. So we are moments away from getting things started. The Lake Creek Lions band is out there playing right now. Of course, we always show our Huntsville Hornet military marching band. But, Brian, Huntsville, they started out a little tough tonight, trailing at 1 point, 14-0. But they have went up 23 unanswered points. And look like they're on their way to taking care of business, but we got a whole second half of football coming up.
We do. We have a whole lot of football left. But, Rob, you could almost see as the second quarter started, a totally different football team. They were down 14 points. I mean, that first play of the game, 75-yard touchdown by Lake Creek. Then the Hornets got down by another touchdown, so they're 14-0. And at that point in time, it almost looked like they relaxed. I said, okay, man, let's just go out and play football and quit trying to overdo it. Just play our game, play like we practice, and settle down. And you could almost see A.J. Wilson and company settle down and look like they did last year. I mean, that was a great second quarter for the Huntsville Hornets. They had some big plays. The defense, man alive, you talking about stepping up and making some big hits, some big plays, getting the offense the ball back. And A.J. and Matthew Tatum and Cole, just everybody doing such a great job doing what they're supposed to do.
Well, to get this game started, Sam Lee had that 75-yard touchdown reception to get things going. And the handoff and the pitch goes back. Throw over center, trying to trickeration play. It is caught at the 40. Down to the 31 to beat. Opening play, 75-yard touchdown strike as it goes right into the hands of Sam Lee. And that's how things got started early. Then after a possession, Hornets had a good defensive possession, but then it was Hampton who came in and also had a 35-yard pass catch for a touchdown in this game. Cade Tessier. Cade, high snap, holds on to it, looking to pass, slings it from the right arm, up, caught, touchdown. At that point, it was 14-0. Hornets looked like they were in trouble, but the defense started, and Juwan Giddens turned into the running machine that we have seen this season on a 51-yard touchdown run. Takes the shotgun snap, bouncing around Giddens. Giddens has daylight to the 40, down to the 30. Giddens one to beat. 15, 10, 5, touchdown to Juwan Giddens. Oh, what a play, 51 yards, and the Hornets have found pay dirt.
What a big...
That was the first 6 of the 23 unanswered. Seth Carroll also coming up huge alongside Calvin Simmons with a big sack also in that quarter.
Right up the hash marks. They need to keep an eye on that play.
2 receivers to either side. Tessier, he's sacked in the backfield. Oh, baby, what a play. That ball popped out. Did the Hornets fall on it? No, he was able to get it, but what a sack on the play. Seth Carroll with a heart-filled Flores sack. And it was actually, again, Calvin Simmons, but Seth Carroll was in on it. And then a 25-yard touchdown quarterback keeper by A.J. Wilson. 28 seconds to go here in the first. Wilson stepping back, looking to pass. There are 2 defenders now. He wants to run. 25-20. Wilson, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, baby! A.J. Wilson and the Hornets coming alive here at the end of the first. And that's when the Hornets started to slip away after they unanswered. With trailing 14-0, Calvin Smith. Also, Pomeroy had a big hit earlier in that second quarter. 3 Hornets showing a blitz. Pressure coming. Drilled in the backfield. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, mama, what a play. Back at the 46-yard line. As we continue down, Wilson continued his running domination, and then Cam Cole got in the action on a 35-yard touchdown pass. After the play moments ago, Wilson in the gun, trips to the right. One coming at Wilson. He'll throw over center. This one up, and it is caught. Cam Cole, touchdown. And that's where we stand, 23-14. We'll take a 1-minute break. Third quarter coming up. When we come back, this is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Halftime is an anticipated part of any game. We get to see the mighty Hornet military marching band. The team goes to the locker room. The coaches make corrections and tweak the game plan. And then it's back to the gridiron to finish the task and fight to get the mark in the win column. Church is a halftime for the soul. You can stretch. You can be refreshed. Friends, we'll never change the game plan because Jesus is the same yesterday, today, and forever. There's only one plan. It starts with Jesus and ends there. I'm Reagan Cooksey, pastor of Northside Baptist Church. Are you listening?
First Financial Bank knows how important a person's vehicle can be.
My SUV is perfect for taking clients to properties and me to the golf course.
My pickup hauls work supplies all week and the family on weekends.
My hybrid helps the environment and my fuel bill.
If you're ready for a new vehicle, talk to First Financial. We offer loans at competitive rates with fast local approval.
My 4x4 works hard, but plays even harder.
First Financial Bank. You first. Member FDIC.
This has been the Northside Baptist Church Huntsville Hornets Halftime Report. Stay tuned for more Huntsville High School football on KSAM.
All right, friends, to get back under it here as we start the University Hotel third quarter. And the kickoff will go here from Lake Creek to Huntsville as Huntsville deferred earlier to start. They will get this one. Another short kick, and the fair catch called for at the 30. It was dropped for a second. The whistles came before he dropped it, Brian. What do you do in that case?
Well, man, that's a dead ball.
Yeah, you know.
Well, you know, I don't know why. You know, I don't know about their kicker's strength or anything like that, but I mean, the Hornets will take that every time.
Third quarter we are. Again, Huntsville leading 23-14 on the road here in district play. As Huntsville 23 unanswered points in that first half after trailing 14-0 early. So Wilson will send his team back out onto the field. Huntsville will have it here from their own 30. They'll move from left to right. As we're just underway in the University Hotel, third quarter. Tight formation up to the left hash mark. One lone receiver down to the right, flips it over in the backfield. Justin Butcher spinning around across the 35 to the 36-yard line on the left side. It's a healthy run on first down for the Hornets.
I mean, the Hornets are looking like a completely different team and a very fast-paced offense. They are already under center and ready to go here.
Wilson step back in a gun for a moment. We've got a few whistles here. Tatum, the receiver, down to the right side. Jawan Giddens is the running back.
Timeout on the field from Lake Creek.
And Lake Creek is going to call a very early timeout on only the second play of this third quarter. We'll take it with them on a University Heights Baptist Church 15-second timeout. We'll be back in a moment. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
There are times in every game when a coach calls a timeout so his players can rest, recover, and refocus. Here at University Heights Baptist Church, we want you to take that same approach when it comes to the game of life. Take a timeout and spend time with Jesus. He can help you rest, recover, and refocus.
Hometown proud, Hornets strong. KSAM is your hometown radio station.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams, live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth this season, presented by our good friends at First Financial Bank. You first. We'll get back into it here. Second down and a manageable 3 for the Hornets. Just outside the 35. Handoff goes to Jalen McClain as he spins around, finally pushed back. He may have got the forward progress near the first down marker. I think it was a yard short at the 39.
Well, it certainly brings up a manageable third down conversion opportunity for the Hornets. And again, I'll have to say this, they're looking like a completely different team, more aggressive and making plays and kind of look settled down.
It's third down and 1 for the Hornets. Wilson in the gun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, the ball in between the marks. Jalen McClain will line up as a receiver to the left side alongside Justin Butcher. Shotgun snap goes back. Wilson fakes the handoff to the right side. He's got the first down across the 45, still on his feet at the 50 as he cuts through defenders into Lake Creek territory at the 47-yard line. Oh, baby, what a run. The keeper by A.J. Wilson.
Well, again, A.J. Wilson That's what he can do to you. He looks downfield, nobody's open, he can tuck it and run, picks up the first.
It's a Moken attorney at law, first down on the Lake Creek territory. Sweep back over to Giddens, right side, and he goes down awkwardly and luckily hops back up. He may have got back to the original line of scrimmage. Good tackle back there by Grant Blake, the junior linebacker.
No gain on the play.
No gain.
Brings up second down.
Well, the Hornets are certainly working the hurry-up offense. They are taking no time at all between plays here.
Justin Butcher, the lone Hornet, to the right, trips to the left. Wilson stands in the gun back on his own side at the 47. Steps back to the 45. Right hash mark, throws this one. Bounced up. There should have been a flag. Justin Butcher was hit from behind, and there is no call.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you, as an announcer, you got to kind of be unbiased. But there was 4 referees within 10 yards watching that play, and he was clearly hit before that ball got there.
Coach Southern immediately had a word with that judge to the side, as getting there way too early was Leighton Scott. You saw it there if you're on the video on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay.
Wow.
It's second down and 10. Ball on the Lake Creek side at the 47. Right hash mark, shotgun snap, Wilson. Good protection, throws up way too high, and it's incomplete to Matt Long at the 32 on the left hash.
Matt Long, incomplete. Brings up fourth down and 10.
Boy, Rodney Southern is just livid, as he should be, giving those refs the what for,
Also number 1.
because there should have been at least 4 flags from those refs.
Number 3.
And now Avalar will punt this one away from his own 40. He has been doing a great job here so far tonight. Punting back to Sam Lee, who had the 75-yard touchdown pass grab on the first play of this game. It's a fake! It's a fake! Oh, baby, taking it to the 20-yard line. Down to the 10. Still on his feet, trying to gut his way to the 5. Backpedaling his way in. It's Bud Shelley! Wow, what a play, Bud Shelley!
Oh, my goodness! He snapped it to the up back, and he takes it all the way down to the 3-yard line. Bud Shelley.
Oh, mama, what a play. Bud Shelley took off to the races. He was down to the 15, got to the 10, turned around, backpedaled his way to the 5-yard line, and the Hornets coming out strong on a 4th down trick play.
Oh, man, what a great call by Rodney Southern. I mean, perfect.
Inside the Murray Insurance and Financial Services red zone, the Hornets have it on the 5-yard line as Wilson in the gun. Snap back. No, it's a direct snap to Jawan Giddens. Giddens lunges forward for a 2-yard gain to the 3.
Jawan Giddens, number 18 on the carry.
Wow, man, that is just fantastic call and execution on that fake punt.
Bring up second down and goal for the Hornets, leading 23-14. 9:06 to go in the third. Giddens again as the quarterback. This time he will keep it again. Giddens trying to slice and dice his way in between the marks. Only a gain of 1 up to the 2-yard line. Brings up third down and goal.
All right, well, this is third down. They've got to punch this ball in here, Rob. I mean, they get a great fake punt, moving all the way down to the 5-yard line, and you're in the 5-yard line with a fresh set of downs. You have to punch it in.
Matthew Tatum will run onto the field. Jalen McClain will run off. The Hornets with plenty of time here. 15 seconds on the play clock. Wilson back in as quarterback in the gun. Giddens to his right side. Trips, tight formation, right hash. Tatum in motion from right to left. Stepping back, Wilson rotates over. Wilson is drugged down, and he is short of the goal line. Boy, Wilson for a moment looked like he was going to break through, and he goes back to the 4-yard line and a loss, and Avalar is going to try to kick this one in. Avalar from 21 yards out here on the field goal try.
Well, that's, man, that's unfortunate. The Hornets couldn't punch it in. You know, 3 opportunities to run it. They ran it up the middle all 3 times, stopped all 3 times. Boy, you want to punch those in.
2 times they went to Giddens, 1 time went to Wilson. Here is Avalar from 21 yards out. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's on its way, and easy does it for Christian Avalar. A 21-yard field goal. Hornets adding to their lead, 26-14. 7:40 to go in the third. We'll take 30 seconds. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
On the campus of Sam Houston State University is the historical University Hotel. It's a heartbeat away from the campus center, Bauer Stadium, the Don Sanders Baseball Stadium, and the Sam Houston Memorial Museum. Dignitaries from all walks of life have been here. Let the hotel host your special events like graduation, holiday parties, or professional gatherings. Come stay, come visit, come see the University Hotel at Sam Houston State University, shsuhotel.org.
Welcome back and a pleasant good evening, friends. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams, live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. As we are back in action here, live streaming services all season long, also made possible by our good friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. The KSAM Sports Network, powered by our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. So a drive for the Hornets started on their own 30, 21-yard field goal by Christian Avalar. That is your Hooks Family Farm scoring drive recap. And here's the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff from the 40. Right toe, end over end. The first one tonight that doesn't go into the end zone. Bobbled at the 10. And the returnman back to the 10, holds on to it, and he is pancaked at the 15. Still on his feet, actually. He went through a pancake, put a little syrup on it, and slid out of it, Brian, to the 17-yard line. He got some of that Hooks Family Farm blueberry in there, baby.
Man, that was Ringling Brothers, man, with all that juggling going on. I mean, goodness gracious.
And so it is up near the 20-yard line. We'll see where the official spot is. It was a good return. Brian, there is a flag, though, around the 18-yard line.
Yep, there is a flag.
The officials are talking this one over. A lot of times I would go down to Carlos. He's on the opposite end of the field here, so I know that he didn't see that one.
Well, I know it's not a delayed reaction on the pass interference that should have been called a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You know, there may have been a late hit come in by the Hornets. I'm not sure.
There is a flag on the play.
And the officials are still discussing things. The fans here telling them, let's go, let's play football. I agree with them. May put the microphone on mute sometimes, Brian, and cheer with the fans.
Well, it looks like it's going to be against the Hornets.
Yeah, it is. They're going to mark this up, 10 yards? Well, they just keep on walking the 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, I believe that's going to be a late hit. And there's no indication, of course, what the call was.
Lake Creek sets up 1st and 10.
Didn't see anything from the officials. Nothing whatsoever. No hand gesture or nothing.
That is just terrible.
Yeah, I cannot believe that, Brian. There was no hand gesture. Hornets will put 4 up front here on the defensive side. Ball up to the 32-yard line on the left hash. And maybe they heard you, Brian. Maybe they're going to tell us what it was.
Well, I mean, come on. You're going to mark off 15 yards.
Got to tell people.
Exactly.
You can look down. You can see an indication, a hand gesture. We didn't see anything from up here, from anyone.
Well, oh, gosh, man.
So it's up to the 33-yard line. Lake Creek still on their own side, trailing 26-14. Smith stepping back, throws over left side. It's incomplete. Good pressure brought on that play by the big 5-0 for your Huntsville Hornets. That was Aki Fadein, who's had a big game here so far tonight.
Yep, Carson Grisham there on the defense. Made a good play. Ball was thrown low, but Grisham was all over that wideout.
Grisham was on the wideout. Fadein brought the pressure. It's 2nd down and 10 for Lake Creek on the left hash. Smith in the gun, rotates to the left, pressure coming, and he's slammed to the ground. Justin Butcher has had enough in this game.
Well, Justin Butcher's playing all over the place tonight, offense, defense. Well, when you're a talented athlete, that's what you do.
Butcher had the big hit after the pass was delivered. I know that wasn't part of the play, but I'm going to call that one a
3rd down and 10.
Frank Oliveira's Pinnacle Realty hard hit of the game play also. Butcher playing on both sides of the ball. He'll line up here as a back. It's 3rd down and 10. Smith in the gun. Butcher showing pressure from the right side, able to move around it, and it's caught over center at the 50. The receiver caught it on a slant route inside. An unbelievable grab by Kendreas Edwards.
Well, they've been successful with that pass play most of the night, and again, he was open right there for another big play.
Smith in the gun, 26-14, 7 minutes to go in the 3rd. Hornets leading. Handoff goes here, and the blitz brought up front by the Hornets. Got in there
Casey Putzka, number 9.
A little bit late, and Putzka was able to gut it up forward for about 5 on the play to the 32-yard line.
5 yards, brings up second and 5.
It'll bring up 2nd down and 5. Lake Creek in Hornet territory. They've been outscored 26 unanswered. Hornets showing blitz again. Here's another handoff to Putzka left side as he wiggles his way through defenders across the LC Lake Creek logo at the 25-yard line and finally brought out of bounds in between that numbers and the sideline. And he got enough, Brian, for a first down at the 25.
Yeah, Putzka, I remember we called his name quite a bit the last time the Hornets played. I mean, he's just a tough runner, just kind of a Larry Zonka type. If anybody remembers Larry Zonka, the way he ran.
Smith in the gun, 2 receivers to either side. One of those receivers in motion. The handoff to Putzka again, spinning around this time. And Carson Putzka stopped for no gain on the play.
Again, Casey Putzka, number 9 on the carry. Brought down by number 50.
26-14, 6:03 to go here in the University Hotel third quarter. Hornets leading, Lake Creek driving. They're on the Hornet 25. Smith claps for it once, gets the delivery. On the option, sweep back over to his running back, Putzka, and again he's dropped in the backfield. Back to the original line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1 on the play. 3rd down and 10 coming up here for the Lions.
Yeah, Lake Creek's running an option, and the Hornets read it perfectly. Pitched the ball off. Putzka takes the pitch and gets tackled immediately.
It's 3rd down and 10. Ball back to the 25 as Smith shotgun snap, almost intercepted at the 22-yard lines as it bounced in and out of the fingertips of Carson Grisham. 4th down coming up. Lake Creek in that no man's land from here. It would be a 47-yard field goal, and we know that they haven't kicked very far, so we know that they don't really have a field goal opportunity here.
Boy, you know Carson Grisham would love to have that play back. If he can take that interception, man, that may have been a big, big game, possibly pick 6.
It's 4th down for this Hornet defense. Lake Creek, Smith in the gun, high snap, has it, controls, looking over center. He is drilled in the back. Oh, what a play! What a big sack, slamming him back to the ground on that play. Troy Joseph said, get it out of here, baby.
Boy, Troy Joseph absolutely hammered that quarterback for Lake Creek. Wow.
It was a 4th down, heart-filled Flores sack by Troy Joseph, turning the ball over on downs. Back to the Hornets, baby.
Boy, that defense, I mean, guys, you can tell this team has turned a corner of some sort because they are playing some solid football on both sides of the line of scrimmage.
The Hornets have it for the 10th time. They will start on their own 30. It is Wilson, the handoff. Believe the ball carrier was Jawan Giddens, and Giddens a gain of 1 up to the 32-yard line. 2nd down and 9.
Well, I'd like to see a big play here by A.J. Wilson, hitting one of his wideouts downfield to kind of stretch this defense out a little bit because, again, kind of like in the first quarter, they played real compact. You don't have anybody 10 yards off that football.
Wilson in the gun. Giddens, the running back to his left. Wilson throws left side, throws it down low to Tatum. Tatum has the grab. He's just a couple short of the first down at the 38. It's a quick pass and a nice grab by Tatum down at his feet. Brings up 3rd down. They're going to mark it back a little bit shorter. 3rd down and 4 for the Hornets as they advance it up to their own 36.5-yard line, leading 26-14, 4:20 to go here in the University Hotel third quarters. Tatum will run back over to the sideline. Wilson is out there. Jalen McClain, Jawan Giddens, the 2 backs. 2 receivers down to the right, and 1 up top to the left for the Hornets. Hornets moving from left to right. Wilson in the gun at the 31. Handoff goes. No, he keeps it. Throws over center. That should have been a hold, and another no call. Boy, Matt Long was wrapped up on that play, Brian, like a pig in a blanket, and there was no call. That is the second one tonight that from here looked obvious pass interference, and they didn't get the call.
LeBron Hampton, number 1. Back to punt, number 3.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't either, you know. I mean, they're right there watching it.
I said he was wrapped up like a pig in a blanket. Maybe there wasn't enough mustard in it. Here's a high, short punt by Avalar. Got away from him. Still gets the benefit of the bounce as it will bounce to the 42-yard line, though. Good field position here for Lake Creek. We'll take 30 seconds. We'll be back in a moment. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
First and 10.
On the campus of Sam Houston State University is the historical University Hotel. It's a heartbeat away from the campus center, Bauer Stadium, the Don Sanders Baseball Stadium, and the Sam Houston Memorial Museum. Dignitaries from all walks of life have been here. Let the hotel host your special events like graduation, holiday parties, or professional gatherings. Come stay, come visit, come see the University Hotel at Sam Houston State University, shsuhotel.org.
Lake Creek starting from their own 42-yard line. It's a handoff to start this play on the left side, and a couple of yards gained on that left side. Good tackle there. Justin Butcher was down inside on that tackle along with his teammates. Kason Putska was the ball carrier, brings up second down and 8.
Yeah, Putska just trying to run it up off the left guard. Hornets had a good stop there.
Smith in the gun on the 39. Stepping back, protections there, throws over center, bounce, caught, incomplete. Right in the numbers of his receiver. It bounced off the front numbers of Sam Lee. Thought for a moment he had the grab at the 40. Good protection. Butcher was back there. And it was incomplete. Brings up third down and 8 for the Lions, trailing 26-14. 3:23 to go here in the third. As Sam Lee will line up as part of a 2-receiver package to the left, 2 up top to the right. Smith will stand in the gun on his own 39. Running back to his right. 4 up front, now showing pressure for the Hornets. Smith airs one over center. This one, it's intercepted, mama! Oh, baby! It's intercepted by Nemo Winfrey at the 15.
Nemo Winfrey's back deep, playing like the center field position at weak safety. And that's the same play they've been successful with, throwing it up the seam. He threw it a little over his receiver. Winfrey's there, wait, pick off Huntsville.
Winfrey right there on the cross route, drops right into his hands around the 20 to the 15. And the Hornets with the takeaway here will have it for the 11th time tonight, starting on their own 19-yard line, moving from left to right. 3:16 to go here in the third. 26-14. All 26 have been unanswered. Nobody at Lake Creek has picked up the phone on these Hornets. As Wilson will stand in the gun, a handoff goes here to Jalen McClain, and he's dropped in a backfield for a loss. Now that was an easy read on that play there by Lake Creek. Cole Kilgore, the senior linebacker, with an easy tackle for a loss of about 3 on the play. It'll back the Hornets up inside to the 16-yard line.
You know, we haven't seen one of those bootlegs there by A.J. Wilson yet tonight, where you fake the run and bootleg out to the opposite side. Boy, that'd be an opportune time.
2nd and 13 for the Hornets on the right hash. Wilson in the gun, throws over left side, and a miscommunication there as somehow it was still caught. It bounced around a few players. I don't think he was going to Cole. It looked like it bounced around and Cole came up with it.
Well, it was a hitch route run by Cole, and I think that was designed to go to Cole because A.J. Wilson steps right up, turns and fires down the line of scrimmage right into Cole.
I thought for a minute it bounced around maybe off long. I couldn't see it from this side, Brian, but in any case, it's a loss of a couple of more. 3rd down and 15 now as the Hornets are backed up to their own 13-yard line after that reception. Very tight formation on the left hash mark. Tatum, though, is wide right as the lone Hornet. 3 up front here for Lake Creek. Wilson looking to pass, throws over his right shoulder and well short, incomplete at the 30-yard line. He was looking to Cameron Cole, and Christian Avalar will have to punt this one away from back near his own end zone.
Well, that's unfortunate. You know, you get a big interception like that and you can't capitalize.
So Avalar will set to punt this one away from his own goal line. 2 back to receive around the 50. One of those young men is DeBron Hampton for Lake Creek. He's also joined by Sam Lee. So Avalar will need the protection here. Gets the snap. The punt is up on its way. Very short, uncharacteristic Christian Avalar punt. This one very short as it will drop at Lake Creek on the Hornet 33-yard line. That is not a Christian Avalar punt that we've seen.
He hit it off the side of his foot, and that's a shank punt, and, man, you're never going to get many yards out of it. And unfortunately, that's what just happened. He took that snap, and he was standing on his own end zone, and, man, that is one he'd like to have back.
So So Lake Creek will have it here for the 11th time. They will start in great field position on the Hornet 37-yard line, moving from right to left, trailing 26-14 with 1:50 to go here in the University Hotel third quarter. The Hornets in this ballgame, 13 first downs, 291 yards, 79 of those are through the air, 212 on the ground. They've got 8 penalties in this ballgame, though. Lake Creek, a handoff here, goes into the hands of the fullback, Putska. Putka's been a force here in this ballgame, picks up about 5 or 6. It'll bring second down and manageable.
Yeah, Putska takes the handoff, goes right up the middle. They're going to use him a lot. That's what they did the previous time these two teams played, and he's a tough, hard runner.
There hasn't been a lot on the ground tonight for Lake Creek. It's 1 point, only rushing for 8 yards. That was one of the bigger rushes tonight. Smith in the gun. He'll keep it here. It's not Smith, actually. It is Tessier, and a flag flies in the backfield as he guts it up forward near the first down marker at the 24. Tessier, though, again, a penalty here. We'll see. This one may be against Lake Creek on a hold.
I don't know. All bets are off tonight.
Well, Lake Creek starting to walk backwards. This is going to be on them.
Holding against Lake Creek.
Huntsville crowd here with the clap for the Hornets on the penalty that will move Lake Creek back to the 42 near the left hash mark. 26-14, Hornets leading, 1:15 to go in the third. Lake Creek with the ball. Tessier in the gun at the 50, steps back, has to elude one defender. Now he'll tuck and run to the right side. Able to bounce through one defender, almost had a big tackle back there, and on the right side, finally out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Boy, he was drilled back at the 40 using his big frame. He was able to stand up. Very tall and strong quarterback for Lake Creek. He's one of the tallest on the team.
Well, he's also very fast. If you noticed, I mean, he took that ball, he took it around, ran over one of the Hornets and took it up the right side. Nice run.
Kason Putska, the fullback, will stand to the right side of Tessier. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That man in right is in motion. Tessier, high snap. He'll keep it here. Lowers his shoulder across the 30-yard line on the right hash mark.
Yeah, number 7, Tessier on the carry.
And Tessier near a first down. He may have been stopped a yard short. He is, Brian. So 4th down and a very short one. We'll see if this Hornets defense can hold them. They have had a couple of big stops on 4th down so far tonight. The clock, though, down. Here's the handoff. Putska's drilled. He didn't get it, baby. Oh, the Hornet defense coming up huge again on 4th down, putting up a wall, saying you're not going to get through.
Man alive, they hand the ball off to Putska, and he gets drilled immediately, and the Hornets get the ball on turnover.
Yeah, Putska got Putska'd on that play. We'll take a look at it on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. The Hornets brought the blitz up front.
Boy, he got drilled.
And just immediately coming up there, a big pop, and I think that's Fadayin that came up, if I'm not mistaken.
Too. I mean, he is just playing some hardcore Hornet football tonight.
12th possession for the Hornets, 5 seconds to go here in the third. They will start from their own 27. Handoff here and powering forward. Boy, yards accumulated after the initial hit. Jalen McClain up to the 34-yard line. That'll do it for the third quarter. We'll step aside. We will take 30 seconds. Fourth quarter coming up, brought to you by Dacre BB Abbey Realty when we come back in 30 seconds.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal? And during Wiesner's Rocktober sales event, save even more. 2022 inventory arriving weekly. Elantras, Sonatas, Santa Fe's, Tucson's, and more. Get a real deal. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai, where customer service is job one. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
In store or online, we deliver.
Hornets will move from right to left to get this Dacker BB Abbey Realty fourth quarter started. Wilson in the gun at the 30, fakes the handoff. Wilson to the left side, eludes one. Still on his feet, ball in his left hand, and he's finally brought out of bounds as he angled his way up near the 38-yard line.
Brought down by number 10, Cade Rotensky.
A.J. Wilson rolling to his left, trying to avoid the rush.
Brings up third down.
Looks downfield, nobody's open, just takes the ball himself, goes out of bounds.
Long and Cole to the right side. Butcher all alone to the left. Third down and 1 from the 37-yard line. Wilson will stand in the gun, has McLean his back to the left. Wilson in the gun at the 33. He'll keep it here, left side. Wilson eludes one defender across the 40 and has the first down. Just inside the 45 and the 44.
Yep, nice move there by A.J. Wilson to keep the ball on the quarterback draw, makes a move, picks up the first down. That's the idea. Rob, move the chains, and things will work out.
Move the chains, run the clock down, 11:13 to go here in the Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty fourth quarter. Daiquiri BB Abbey Realty bring home the win. 26-14, Hornets leading. First down and 10. From their own 43, handoff McLean, lowers his right shoulder on the left hash mark.
Jalen McLean, number 9 on the carry.
And a few yards here for McLean. Looks like he'll pick up 2. It's second down and 8. They'll give him 3, second and 7, up to the 47-yard line.
7.
Well, this is one you want to run, a medium route, go past the sticks, maybe on a crossing route or a post route.
Wilson will send Tatum in motion, handoff McLean. McLean guts it up the middle. McLean off to the races. 15, 10, 5, and he's down at the 1-yard line. Oh, boil the water, baby. It's mac and cheese time. Jalen McLean.
Or run it up the middle and almost score a touchdown.
First and goal.
Jalen McLean with daylight and the biggest run of the night. Almost got the touchdown. He's down there. Boy, they're going to officially mark him at the 3-yard line. Looked like to me he was at the 1. And McLean will get a breather as he will run off to the sidelines. Huge run by Jalen McLean as he'll get a high five from head coach Southern. Wilson is under center. In motion, Tatum. Wilson, the handoff here. Jawan Giddens. Giddy up, Giddens. It's a Hornet touchdown.
Boy, that's a nice move by Giddens. He takes the handoff. Takes a hop step over to his right, walks in untouched. Nice play. Nice series of downs for those Huntsville Hornets.
Jawan Giddens, a 3-yard touchdown run. Trophy case touchdown, your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get your Hornet Spirit gear at the trophy case. And here is the MRC Creekside extra point attempt. The snap, the hold, Avalar's kick through the uprights, and good. And a bear. And the Hornets continuing their domination, 33-14. We'll take 30 seconds. We'll be back. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is Daiquiri BB with Abbey Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the Say Yes to Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri BB with Abbey Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional.
Back at it, Rob Hipp, Ron Adams, live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Copeland Family Dentistry, wonderfully made. Season presented by First Financial Bank. First Financial Bank, you first. Just a few moments ago, a drive for the Hornets after a big defensive stop on 4th down and 1. A drive that started on their own 28, capped off by the 3-yard touchdown run by Jawan Giddens. It was set up by the huge run by Jalen McLean. 33-14, 33 unanswered by the Hornets. That is your Hooks Family Farm scoring drive recap. And here is the Climatex Secure Storage kickoff. 10:06 to go here in the 4th. Avalar looks to the right, to the left, from the 35, runs up, swings at the 40, booms this one, and it will sail into the end zone. That is what we like to see.
Boy, Avalar's got such a strong leg. I mean, that's a nice weapon to have when you need a kicker that can kick the ball far, but it's also accurate.
First and 10.
Lake Creek got their work cut out for them here. The Hornets Looking for their first win in district play to keep their playoff hopes alive. They've got to get through this one. Montgomery a week from today, or a week from tomorrow, and then wrapping up the season on the road at Fulshear.
Yeah, every game for the Hornets from here on out is a must-win. And so far in this ball game tonight, the Hornets are playing as if that is the case.
Tessier, the quarterback. Putzka, the fullback, to his right side. Two receivers down to the right. Drive starting from their own 25, from left to right. Tessier eluding through two defenders on the left hash mark. 25, trying to shake around one and spinning around. He was almost down, still on his feet to the 35. He has been able to elude receivers. As Buncelli almost had him wrapped up, he was able to spin out of Bun's arms and got up for an 8-yard gain just outside the 35. They're going to mark him down at the 33.
Well, there was about 3 missed tackles there by the Hornets. Man, you got your guy wrapped up. You got to get him on the ground, and they let him go. And, man, he picked up another few yards.
Tessier sends a man in motion. Two receivers down to the right from near the 33. This time he's not going to be going anywhere.
He may have lost a yard on that one, Rob.
Yeah, and how about that? Buncelli said, you know what? You may have gotten through me on that last play, but I'm going to wrap you up here, and you're not going to get around me again, fella.
That's right.
Buncelli with the tackle. 3rd down and 4 for Lake Creek. The ball on their own 30-yard line, trailing 33-14, 9:06 to go. Tessier claps for it in the gun, steps back at the 20. Pressure coming his face, airs it to the right side, and this is caught. It is caught on a play at the 30-yard line by Sam Lee. And luckily for the Hornets, they held him on his shoulder. Sam Lee was still able to make the grab. I was just waiting for that flag to fly if it was incomplete, Brian.
Well, Carson, you had Grisham and you had Winfrey back on defense. They both got beat. Quarterback throws it. Good catch. Big pickup there for the Lake Creek.
All the way up to the Hornet 25. Tessier, pressure coming again. Throws this one away, and it's at the feet and incomplete to Hampton. Pressure was back there. One of them right on front of him. Cam Cole playing a little defense. Cam Cole got a hand in his face.
Boy, Cam Cole put a hit on that quarterback for Lake Creek. Cade Tessier took a drilling.
Brings up, third and long here, pass over, drilled at the 10-yard line. It's enough for a first down, but the catch was made by Sam Lee. He had to pay for it, though, at the 10-yard line.
Well, they're marking that ball. Yeah. I mean, they're moving the ball. I mean, Lake Creek is not going to fold up their tents just because they're down.
Inside the red zone at the 10-yard line. Fredo watching from Houston, class of 2013. Huntsville watching my cousins ball out. Appreciate you. Here's a handoff. Nowhere to go. Maybe a 1-yard gain on the play by Putzka. 2nd down and goal coming up, and Seth Carroll will head back over to the sideline.
Well, Putzka's heading off the field. He is limping heavily, wanting to have a replacement come in for him, and they've been using him quite a bit up the middle.
Yeah, and his replacement who came in is Devon Byers. He is only a freshman. The freshman running back Byers is out there now. Tessier steps back. Handoff Byers as he tries to leap forward and welcome to varsity football, young man.
Well, give that young man credit. He said, you know what, I may be a freshman, but I'm going to try to run you over, and he picked up a couple of yards.
Well, I said, welcome to varsity football. I said, okay, and he kept going, Brian. Good run right there, actually, afterwards, up inside to the 5-yard line. Tessier throwing, corner end zone, caught, touchdown. So finally, after 33 unanswered points, a touchdown grab over on the left corner for 6 as it stands with 7:16 to go.
Yeah, one of the things the Hornets really need to work on is that secondary work. I mean, that's some of these plays tonight have directly affected that secondary for the Hornets, and they've given up some big plays.
Take a look at it on the Walker County Federal Credit Union instant replay. Tessier threw that one over to the corner. I was trying to see who it was that grabbed that. I believe it was Hampton. Extra point kick is up and good. 33-21. We've still got football left. 7:16 to go in the fourth. We'll take 30 seconds. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is Daiquiri Beebe with Abby Realty. Communication is key when it comes to a successful real estate transaction. Putting my clients first and helping them through the entire process is my passion. I know the neighborhoods in our community and those who live in them. I serve and volunteer with numerous organizations because I value Huntsville. You may have seen the Say Yes to Huntsville interviews or read my articles in the paper. I'm Daiquiri Beebe with Abby Realty, and I'd be honored to be your next real estate professional.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams. Hornet football presented by First Financial Bank. First Financial Bank, you first. Live streaming services this year made possible on the KSAM Sports Network, powered by our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. 33-21, a drive for Lake Creek that started on their own 25-yard line as they responded to a Juwan Giddy-Up Gittins touchdown.
Matthew Tatum.
A 5-yard touchdown pass to Hampton from Tessier. 33-21, 7:16 to go here in the Daiquiri Beebe Abbey Realty Fourth.
Well, I believe they're looking at trying maybe an onside kick here.
Yeah, they're kind of looking around from the 40, and it is an onside kick. It'll take a bounce. Hornets trying to get on it and a push there, and the grab is made by Trey Taylor. Good eye right there by Trey Taylor, able to stay on it as he had pressure in his face, even got pushed on that play.
Boy, Trey Taylor took that onside kick with one hand, too. As soon as he secured that football, got drilled. Glad he hung on.
Hornets will have it on their own 41 to start this one. And did a little backflip at the end after that push.
Yeah,
Brian.
he did. Yep. Well,
make me hurt, man.
This is an important drive for the Hornets. They got 7:16 left. They need to burn some time off the clock, and at the same time, they got to move the chains and try to get one more touchdown, one more field goal.
And we got a flag here, and
flag on the field. Delay of game against the Hornets.
They called a delay of game, Brian, and there was 5 seconds remaining. Did you see that?
5-yard penalty.
Brian, I almost thought that there was 5 seconds on there. I'm not sure why they called a delay of game. Wow.
Yeah, this crew is not the best crew.
I do not get it at all. Pitch sweep goes over here to Jalen McClain, and McClain only a gain up to around the 35-yard line.
Well, the Hornets, they're going to have to play good, clean football because the referees certainly aren't going to, they're not there to help them out tonight. You don't ever want to rely on a ref to try to help you anyway, but they've got to play some clean football because they are certainly not getting these calls.
Hornets have it at their own 30. They are 35. They've got to get up to the 49 of Lake Creek for the first down. So it's 2nd and 14 for the Hornets, leading 33-21, 6:42 to go. Wilson in the gun, standing at the 30. With trips to the right. 3 up front for Lake Creek. Wilson fakes the handoff to McClain. Pass to Butcher, left side 40. Butcher still on his feet, struggling forward, lunging forward rather, up to the 44-yard line. Good catch there and a little bit of yardage afterwards by Justin Butcher.
Brought down by number 5.
Well, that's, again, third downs are so important to convert. And this is a big one here for the Huntsville Hornets.
6:14 to go here in the Daiquiri Beebe Abbey Realty Fourth. 33-21, Hornets leading, but facing third down and a long 7. Wilson, empty backfield, looking, passing over center. Butcher, it's incomplete.
Pass intended for number 2, Justin Butcher.
And the Hornets will have to punt this one away now.
Well, that's not what they wanted to do. They wanted to move the chains, and just didn't work out for them. They got a bad call against the ref to kind of slow their momentum down. And now they're having to punt the ball away.
Yeah, and that drive wasn't even more than 2 minutes.
Number 2, Sam Lee.
7:16 was on the clock when Lake Creek scored. We're at 5:57, so well under 2 minutes on that drive. Avalar will punt this one away from his own 31. The snap is back. Avalar holds it. The punt is up. Beautiful punt. Spiraling. This one will drop at the 18-yard line. The return man with a block in the back. No call back there, Brian. Unbelievable. To the left side, the return man only goes east to west, and down at the 24. There was a blatant block in the back. No flag was thrown there, Brian.
Yeah, this crew was a crew we had a couple of weeks ago at Bowers, and they were terrible.
Lake Creek will have it 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
But the Hornets got to play their football.
Got to play through it.
Yep. I mean, they got to play Hornet football.
No, you and I don't talk a lot about that, but it's when it's blatantly obvious.
Yeah.
You can't take away a game from kids. You gotta make those calls. 33-21, Hornets leading. 5:42 to go. Lake Creek has it here for the 13th time tonight. Tessier stepping back, eludes one defender, flags fly, and he'll go down in a sack.
Ball's out.
It's a fumble! And the Hornets have it at the 2-yard line.
Picked up by number 11, Bun Shelley.
Bun Shelley picked it up. There is a flag. And if that's a hold, the Hornets will decline it, and they'll have it.
Well, that's back where holding's supposed to take place. It is against Lake Creek.
Yep, there we go.
Wow, the Hornets get the ball on a turnover. They're going to get the ball back on the – are they marking it on the 3? Is that where –
Tessier pump faked once. The pressure came behind him. It was brought on that play by Troy Joseph. The ball came out. Bun Shelley had it, and he was dropped down around the 3-yard line. Well, there you go, Brian.
All right, well, here you go. This is so the Hornets had a ball on the 5-yard line, ran it up the middle 3 times, and had to kick a field goal. Let's see if they can change their luck here.
The Hornets have it on the Lake Creek 3. McLean, the running back to the left of A.J. Wilson. High snap. McLean drilled in the backfield, a loss of 1 or 2, back to the 6.
Jalen McLean, number 9 on the carry.
Just have not been able to punch it in down there, Brian.
No, they really haven't. It's,
lost about 3
yards.
That
battle between the big guys up front.
Who's up second
It's
goal
a tough
from
one,
the
and the
6.
Hornets look like they're kind of getting beat on some of those plays.
Matt Long will come out as a receiver alongside Tatum and Cam Cole to the left side. Justin Butcher to the right. Wilson from the 6-yard line. Since Tatum in motion, low snap. Wilson hands off McLean. Touchdown! Jalen McLean waltzing and tossing in for the Hornet touchdown from 6 yards out.
Well, there you go. You get a turnover, take advantage of it, punch it in. The Hornets did that. And again, this looks like a completely different Hornet football team than we've seen all year long.
It's a trophy case touchdown. Your destination for awards, custom gifts, apparel, and much more. Get your Hornet Spirit gear at the trophy case. Here's Avilar's extra point kick. Flag flies. The kick was no good, but there was a flag. Let's see what this is about, Brian.
Well,
the MRC Creekside extra point.
Is he going to get another opportunity? That's happened before.
Flag on the field.
And it looks that way. So it looks like the penalty was against Lake Creek. No indication of what the penalty was. No surprise.
Offsides.
There we go. We got to listen to our own public announcers.
And here's the MRC Creekside extra point kick again. Attempt for Christian Avilar. The snap, the hold, the kick up through, and good. And the Hornets pulling away. 40-21, 4:56 to go in the fourth. We'll take 30 seconds. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home is a proud member of the Huntsville community. I am a proud member of the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home team. Hi, this is Billy Cawthon, and I'm also a proud Huntsville Hornet football alumni, class of 1999. This year we are celebrating the next generation of Hornet football as my son is playing on the freshman team. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we understand life is about celebration, and we are the hometown experts in celebrating life. Sting 'em, Hornets.
Welcome back, friends. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams. Huntsville Hornet football taking care of business tonight. 40-21, 4:56 to go in the fourth. We knew these boys would turn things around. It took them a couple of plays, a couple of quarters, really, Brian. As this Lake Creek team was up 14-0 early, but the Hornets did not put their head down. They brought out their stingers tonight, and they have had a turnaround game here, a much-needed turnaround game, and a big confidence booster for these kiddos. Proud of them as always, especially proud of them tonight. And here is the Climatech Secure Storage kickoff by Avilar from the 40. High end over end kick. It will drop at the 5. This one not in the back of the end zone. Returnman has it to the 20, finding light across the 30, finally brought down at the 35, and he took a hard hit on that. Great tackle on special teams by Carson Grisham.
Well, that was a great return by Lake Creek. Carson Grisham comes in, puts a big hit on him to stop him at the 35-yard line. Now it's up to this Hornet defense to do what they need to do.
Lake Creek sets up first and
close this ball game out.
Lake Creek will have it on their own 36-yard line, trailing 40-21, 4:48 to go here in the fourth. Fourth quarter brought to you by Daiquiri Beebe Abbey Realty. Ball on the 36-yard line. On that right hash mark, Tessier will lead his team back out. I'm not sure if something happened to Parker Smith. He hasn't been in there lately. Tessier will keep it. Lowers his shoulder, using his big frame, and the Hornet defense only allowing him 2 or 3 on that play. Bun Shelley coming up with a nice tackle alongside with Seth Carroll.
Yeah, nice play there by Bun Shelley to stuff the gap and the quarterback. Good play.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
It's 2nd down and 7 to the right side. Rhett Hall is a junior wide receiver. Tessier will hand off to his back here, and there's not much on it there for the freshman as he tripped up Tavon Byers, the freshman running back. And Brian, he is one of just 3 or 4 freshmen on this varsity roster.
Yeah, well,
no game.
Husky goes out, and he comes in. And, man, that play right there is just a straight handoff up the middle, and he looks like he just slipped and fell. Kind of like the turf monster got him.
We saw Putzka limping earlier. He hasn't been back into this ball game. 2 receivers to the left, 1 down to the right. As Tessier has to deliver this one. Pressure was coming. Bun Shelley slamming him to the ground. Oh, mama! Somebody call a doctor!
Oh, man. What a play by Bun. Yeah, there you go. Nice play, Bun Shelley comes in. As soon as he catches the ball, the receiver tries to turn upfield, and Bun Shelley just made it disappear.
4th down and 8. And a flag flies here, and this may be a false start. Lake Creek players are saying that Huntsville came across.
False start.
They're not going to get that.
Lake Creek.
So where it sits, friends, the ball was on the 40. It'll be backed up here. It was 4th down and long anyways. Now 4th down and about 13. The ball will go all the way back for Lake Creek on their own 33-yard line. 3 minutes to go. Clock winding down. 40-21 your score here in the Daiquiri Beebe Abbey Realty fourth. The Hornets going to get a victory, a much-needed victory here tonight. We're going to try to get both Jawan Giddens and Bun Shelley if we can. If not, we'll just get Bun Shelley for post-game interview tonight. We'll make those interviews very quick, though, because we got to pack up and get out of here. Last time they turned the lights out on us, Brian. And it was raining.
They
didn't realize it, though. It's okay. They've been good hosts. We appreciate the folks here at Montgomery ISD. Here's the punt as this one will get up on the way. Spiraling Justin Butcher back to receive, but he's just going to let it bounce as it will take a roll down to the 10. Butcher will have to move out of the way, and it will drop at the 11-yard line.
Nice punt.
2:36 to go. Back to the 11-yard line. Hornets taking care of business. Will take 30 seconds. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
1st and 10.
Joetta's Boutique is celebrating our 3-year anniversary. Please join the festivities on Saturday, October 23rd at West Hill Mall in Huntsville. We will have food, drinks, discounts, and giveaways. Come grab some goodies for yourself or get an early start on some holiday shopping. We hope to see you at the party Saturday, October 23rd. And thank you, Huntsville, for voting us #1 boutique. Joetta's, vintage and new, classy and glam.
Welcome back, friends. New quarterback in there for your Huntsville Hornets. I'm trying to see who that is. I believe it's Travis Tester, and Tester will hand off here to a back on the right side. Powerful run across the 10. The ball was at the 11, or back at the 10. A couple of yards gained here. It was look more powerful than that run was. A gain of a couple brings up 2nd down and 8.
Yep, the new quarterback in. Give A.J. Wilson the break. Rest. This game's in the bag. You don't want any kind of injuries to happen to him late in the game. But straight handoff up the middle. Hornets pick up a couple of yards. Be nice if they can move the chains and keep this clock going.
Yeah, Kyron Lee is out there as the running back now. Carson Fuller, a senior wide receiver to the left side. So some of these guys getting some playing time. Hornets will be victorious in this game. 1:54 and ticking. Backed up around their own 13-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Tester, the handoff here, and the running back is going to go backwards. Forward progress may have got him. Kyron Lee maybe back to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, wow.
Brought that by number 20. Blake Hayward.
Well, one of the things that's impressive tonight is you can almost see the confidence level come back in this football team as a whole. And A.J. Wilson making some good plays, passing, but even more, some great runs. Nobody's open downfield. He takes the ball and runs it. And, man, that is something we've been waiting to see all year long. But let me tell you, man, they say defense wins football games and championships and things like that. Well, the Hornet defense tonight has stepped up. They gave away that first play of the game, that 75-yard touchdown bomb. But since then, they have played some serious physical Hornet football and has gotten the offense the ball back, and the offense is taking advantage of it.
Yeah, they forced 2 turnovers, 41 rushing yards. That is it tonight for Lake Creek. They do have 253 through the air, 294 total yards, 11 first downs. The Hornets, 374 total yards, 88 through the air. Their attack has been on the ground. But it's 3rd down and 10 here for Tester. High snap. Handoff, Tatum right side, and he is drilled for a loss back at the 5. So Lake Creek will get it back here, trailing 40-21, 1:34 to go in a ball game though, so really no time for them to do much. Maybe if they could get a quick score, but still too much separation here at the end of this one.
Yeah, no, this is a well-needed and a must-win Hornet victory, and they did what they had to do. I mean, their backs were against the wall, to say the least. And they came out, and it looked like it was going to be an ugly start, and it was. I mean, it was a bad start for the Hornets. But, man, they relaxed. They came back, and they just said, let's play Hornet football and make some plays. And they did it on both sides. And, man, what a different ball game we've had.
Our good friend M. Heibel joining us tonight, cheering on the Hornets. We appreciate you. Joins us a lot during Bearcat games as well. And too many to get to tonight on the social media feeds. We apologize. Normally we get to all of them. We had a lot of folks chiming in tonight on our social media feeds, and I'm having to run about 4 different operations tonight, so I have not been able to keep up with those. I want to thank everybody. I know Brian and Ed Bobino were joining us earlier. We appreciate those 2 young men. Ed, of course, over at Navarro, or Ed over at SFA, and Brian over at Navarro. Here's a punt from back in the own end zone, and Avilar gets this one away. My goodness, goes about a mile in the air, fielded at the 40. Returnment across the 30, 25, and finally as he's drug out of bounds just outside the 20-yard line.
Well, Lake Creek's going to get the ball in very good field position after that punt, but you know what? There's not enough time left for them to do much about it, but still a well-needed shot in the arm for this Huntsville Hornet football team to get this victory and still keep their playoff hopes alive.
40-21, 1:22 to go here in the 4th. Big shout out to the Huntsville community as well. A lot of folks making the trip out here tonight to Montgomery on a Thursday night, on a night where there was a Bearcat parade. And so with so many other events going on, the Hornet faithful has showed up as they always do, cheering on our kiddos tonight.
Yeah, there's a big crowd over here we're in the middle of, Rob, and man, it's great to see them.
From the Huntsville Hornet 20, passing the flats to the right side. This one at the 15, finally goes out of bounds at the 10. It's enough for a first down, and the officials waved. He went out of bounds. The officials said keep the clock going. They even gave him more yards, I think.
I'm sure they did.
Well, they'll run the clock here. Young man went out of bounds from the 10-yard line. It's first down and goal. Quarterback stepping back, throws over, incomplete. With 1 minute straight up to go in the 4th.
Well, you know what? Last night at the coaches show with Coach Southern, he talked about A.J. Wilson and
was intended for
in his breakout game, and I think this was it. I mean, his demeanor changed, his swagger was back. I mean, he's picking up huge chunks of yards on the ground. Good to see.
2nd down and goal. Lake Creek pass over, caught. That was close. That's a touchdown.
Touchdown, number 19, Carson Nations.
Carson Nations with the grab for the touchdown. From about 10 yards out.
Yeah, so Obviously, they're going to do the extra point here, and 55 seconds left in the ball game.
It's 40-27, 55 seconds to go. They'll look for an extra point kick here. The snap, the hold, the kick on its way, and this one is good. 40-28 is where we set. We'll take 30 seconds. Stay with us. The end of this one coming up from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
This is BJ McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through three primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC app. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
Back friends, Rob Hipp, Brian Adams as the Hornets 55 seconds away from picking up their first win in 10-5A. Thanks for staying with us tonight. We appreciate everyone in Hornet Nation supporting these kids, staying with it. Come out on Wednesday nights to True Texas Barbecue. We would love to see a packed house. These kids would as well. True Texas Barbecue every Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. Come out and support the Hornets. Let's cheer them on and keep them going, as they've got one here tonight. I know we still got 55 seconds to go.
You know what? Those coaching shows, man, those are a lot of fun.
They are, man.
You know, the place, ACB is such a good host for us. But y'all do need to come out and join us.
Expect an onside kick here. This one is on its way. Takes a bounce, and the Hornets not able to hold on to it, Brian. 52 seconds remaining. Lake Creek has no timeouts, but they do have the ball in excellent field position on the Hornet 49-yard line.
Yeah, well, that's, that was executed almost perfectly. And that's just something the Hornets have to, they have to be ready for it. And I think they were ready for it, but you got to get it and secure the football.
The Hornet 48.
That is something they did not do.
Well, there is no timeouts for Lake Creek. They're still trailing here 40-28. 51 seconds to go in this Dacre Beatty Abbey Realty fourth. Tessier's back in there now. No, it's not Tessier. He'll throw this one. It is intercepted by the Hornets at the 20. An interception by the Hornets. They want to run here. Brian's going to take it a knee. Finally down at the 40-yard line, Carson Grisham. You know what? That is so fitting for Carson Grisham, because just 2 weeks ago he had that unfortunate play where the punt went off of his back, and now here to close this one out, getting the interception. So great for that young man.
Yeah, well, I believe that ball may be coming back.
Wait a minute.
The referee, there was a late hit on the quarterback. Carson Grisham picks the ball off. That late hit, I see the Hornet offense coming out. He may have picked that flag up just because of the situation in the ball game. It was a late hit. He threw the flag, and they went and picked it up, but it was definitely a late hit.
And so A.J. Wilson and the Hornets can take a knee here and get their first win in district play. His knee is down. I think maybe he'll have to take, shouldn't have to take one more. They didn't even start the play clock. That should be it. We'll wind down to 20 seconds. That should be the ball game, and it is. And the Huntsville Hornets will pick up their first win this season in District 10 5A play to keep their playoff hopes alive against a very tough Lake Creek team. But here tonight, it was the Hornets rebounding after the 4-game skid. Hornet faithful are on their feet tonight here in Montgomery, Texas. We'll take a break. Interviews and postgame coming up. Stay with us. This is the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network.
Why are people driving from all over Texas to Wiesner Hyundai to get a real deal? And during Wiesner's Rocktober sales event, save even more. 2022 inventory arriving weekly. Elantras, Sonatas, Santa Fe's, Tucsons, and more. Get a real deal. Buy for less at Wiesner Hyundai, where customer service is job one. Exit 87B, Wilson Road in Conroe, or WiesnerHyundai.com.
Check out America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty, and the Hyundai Assurance Program today.
In store or online, we deliver.
At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, community is important to us, and as part of this community, we enjoy celebrating the successes of our student athletes, win or lose. Their hard work is worthy of celebration. I'm Greg Smith, owner of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. When a need arises, you can trust us to help you and your family celebrate a life well lived. We're Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the hometown experts in celebrating life. Sting 'em, Hornets!
COVID-19 rapid testing is now available at TexPress Urgent Care in Huntsville. No symptoms are needed. Now you can get tested even faster and get your results back faster too. Not sure which test is right for you? TexPress Urgent Care is happy to help. For more details, call 936-570-2626. No appointments are needed. Walk-ins only. TexPress Urgent Care Clinic, located at 193 I-45 South. Check their website at TexPressUrgentCare.com and visit them on Facebook. That's TexPress Urgent Care next to Sports Clips in Huntsville.
Fat Boys Pizza, chicken bacon ranch, buffalo chicken, barbecue chicken, margarita chicken. Oh man, it's so good. Loaded baked potato pizza? Yeah, Fat Boys Pizza. You've never tasted pizza this good? Get out of your comfort box and tease those taste buds. Fat Boys Pizza in Riverside. Try those delicious wings. Or how about the Fat Boys Delight dessert with butter, cinnamon, sugar, and cream? Check out Facebook.com/Fat Boys Pizza Trailer. Or make the short drive up 19 in Riverside. Fat Boys Pizza proudly supports the Hornets. Sting 'em!
This is BJ McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through three primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
TWFG and More Insurance has been proudly serving the Huntsville and Walker County area since 2003. TWFG is ranked #1 in Texas as an independently owned insurance provider for personal lines. Their independence affords them the freedom to shop insurance carriers and coverages that best suit their clients' specific needs. TWFG and More Insurance offers both personal and commercial lines, as well as life, health, and flood insurance. Call Ann or Waylon at 936-293-8121 or drop by at 1212 10th Street in Huntsville. At TWFG and More Insurance, their policy is caring.
At CSCU, we want you to bank happy, spend smart, and live well. If you have a CSCU debit card, make sure you're enjoying all the perks that come with your card. You Choose is our debit card rewards program that earns you points for every purchase. Points can be redeemed for cash back, merchandise, and more. Signing up is easy. Visit cscutx.com, click on You Choose in the quick links, then register for the program. You'll begin earning points for rewards immediately. CSCU. Bank happy, spend smart, live well. Member NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
Hi folks, this is Jack at Adams Furniture. You know, furniture today is hard to find, but at Adams Furniture, we have a whole store full of furniture. We've got the sofas, the sectionals, the recliners, laser board gallery. We've got the mattresses, bedroom suites. You buy it right off my floor. You see it, you buy it, we deliver it. We've got a whole store full. We've got warehouses full. Remember, that's Adams Furniture at 75 North and 10th Street, or shop online at shopatadams.com.
For the best customer service and best deal on your new Ford, head to Bill Fick Ford in Huntsville, your no bull headquarters. Thinking something sporty and great on gas? Check out the 2022 Ford Explorers and Expeditions. Don't see what you want on the lot? You can still get a no bull deal on a special order with the assistance of your sales associate, or just go to BillFickFord.com. Click order here and design your new Ford today. Built for you, by you. Bill Fick Ford, I-45 South in Huntsville.
This is BJ McMichael, Minister of Students and Outreach at University Heights Baptist Church. I'm a proud 1993 Hornet graduate and 1998 Bearcat graduate. Here at University Heights, we cultivate people who make Jesus known by the lives we live and the conversations we have. This happens through three primary relationships: relationship with God, each other, and the world. We have some exciting next-gen ministry opportunities for all our birth through 12th grade Hornets and future Bearcats. Our weekly schedule and worship times are available online at uhbc.net or through our UHBC apps. Sting 'em Hornets and eat 'em up Cats.
Welcome to the Huntsville Hornets High School Football Postgame Show, sponsored by AB Squared Self-Storage. With the game recap, here's Rob Hipp and Brian Adams.
All right, friends, welcome back. Post-game wrap-up brought to you by our good friends at AB Squared Self-Storage Facility. Rob Hipp, Brian Adams. Brian, much-needed win tonight for the Hornets. They take care of business 40-28. It wasn't much through the air tonight as much as the passing game, although we had a couple of grabs, one for a touchdown through the air to Cam Cole, but it was the rushing game tonight. We saw some explosive plays by Jawan Giddens. Also, another pretty big play in this ball game, also by Jalen McClain. So all in all, a good night for the Hornets there. Towards the end, though, they gave up a couple of things, but 40-28, you'll take it. And you needed one. Now you got two more to go to keep that playoff hopes alive.
Yeah, what a ball game for the Hornets. Much-needed win. They came out and did what they needed to do to win. And really, Rob, it looked like a completely different ball club than we've seen all year long. First quarter was kind of ugly for the Hornets. They got down 14 points. But then the second quarter came, and it's just almost kind of like these guys, this collective group, decided to relax and just say, you know what, let's just go out and play Hornet football. And that's what they did. And you could see the swagger come back. You could see the enthusiasm come back, and then you start seeing the plays happen. Both sides of the football. You know, A.J. Wilson had a great ball game, but most of it was on the ground. You know, he was not forcing passes into double and triple coverage. He would take the ball and run it and pick up big yards, move the sticks. You know, the running backs, man, you know, J-Mac had a heck of a ball game. The line up front opened up some nice holes for those running backs. And, you know, Rob, that defense tonight was nasty. They were laying some big hits. I haven't seen them be that aggressive all year long. I'm glad to see it tonight because they gave the offense the ball back, and it was perfect timing.
Carlos Zimmerman is down on the field. We'll try to have a couple of interviews if we can with number 11, Bun Shelley, and 18, Jawan Giddens. And the way these kids are, you got to grab them pretty quick and let them know you're going to interview them. Of course, we'll have a interview with head coach Rodney Southern as well. It looks like both of them are down there. And, Carlos, we can go down to you once you're ready and figure out who you want to talk to first. And we'll keep the interviews pretty short because we got to pack up our stuff and get out of here tonight. Carlos, if you got me, we'll go down to you.
Rob, standing here, I should say, with Bun Shelley. Bun, young man, what a game for you tonight. Lots of tackles for loss, big hits, and then the highlight for tonight, that huge fake punt there. Just talk to me about your performance tonight and how much of a big momentum boost this is going the rest of the way.
Well, you know, Coach Ellen talked to us this week, you know, talking about how we have, if you looked at us on paper, we're not, like our record isn't there, but we have better athletes than everybody in the district. You know, he told us our athletes need to step up. I felt like I did.
You know, I mean, I know the attitude's, you know, been kind of down, having lost every district game going up to this point. I mean, what does this do for you guys attitude-wise? You got 2 more games to go with a lot on the line. Just talk to me about the morale going forward.
Yes, sir. Well, you know, as a whole, I feel like after this game, we have way more confidence within each other. We can play for each other. You know, we believe in each other now. So that's good for our future.
And before I turn things over to Jawan Giddens, man, just look in there to the camera. You can say hi to Rob if you want to. And just give any shout-outs that you want to give before we let you go.
What's up, Rob? And I want to give a shout-out to my parents and my family that came to watch.
All right, good job tonight, Bun. Good luck next week against Montgomery.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll bring in Mr. Jawan Giddens in here. Incredible night for you as well, Jawan. Yes, I don't have the stats on me right on hand. They don't give me that luxury, but I'm sure they were just padded tonight with the way you performed tonight. Just talk to me about your performance tonight.
I feel like my performance was good. You know, wish I could have ran the ball a little harder. You know, my hand kind of got hurt a little bit, but I mean, it's football, so it really is what it is. I mean.
This tandem of you and McClain have just started to look really well, and y'all are clicking really well. I mean, what do y'all tell each other, you know, to bounce off each other and boost each other going into these games?
You know, before the game always start, McClain put me to the side, talk to me, run the ball hard, take care of the football, always go downhill, don't ever stop your feet, and don't be clumsy. Keep your balance and keep your balance. That's about it.
One more question before I turn things over to Coach. You know, you got a big game against Montgomery next week, and the way y'all got to perform the rest of the way, it's win out and try to sneak your way into the playoffs, man. What is the mindset going into Montgomery?
Mindset, just go hard. Go hard to the end. To the end, play for everybody that's leaving this year.
And before we let you go, Jawan, again, an incredible night for you. Just look right into that camera and just give any shout-outs that you want to give tonight.
Shout out to my parents for coming, and shout out to my girlfriend.
All right, thank you, Jawan. Good luck. Thanks. I'm sorry, I can't get my words out. Good job tonight. We'll see you next week.
All right. Well, Carlos, I know
let's
you
see if
got
we can
one.
get Coach in here.
One more quick interview. Good to hear from Bun Shelley and Jawan Giddens. Always great to hear from those guys. And we'll get one final interview. We'll go back down to Carlos with the victorious head coach, Rodney Southern. Carlos, down to you. Brought to you by Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Coach, 40-28 win tonight. A big morale booster with 2 games remaining left in the season. Just talked about this game tonight.
Well, I thought, for the first time in 5 weeks, we're healthy. And I think we used our athletic ability better tonight than we have done probably in the last 5 weeks. So, those 2 factors, and then obviously being able to, make a couple moves. We moved Calvin back to linebacker. I think that helped us a litlittle bit. We moved Zakita in. And obviously having Jalen full speed tonight was a big factor in the game.
I mean, let's talk about your 2 backs. They were really helping you big tonight. 2 big runs for both McLean and for Giddens. Just talk to me about that tandem for you guys going forward.
Well, I think they both, obviously, when they're healthy, they're good football players. And I think we're going to see our O-line at times played really well and opened some big holes for them. But those 2 guys, as long as you got 2, you got a chance because you can play them both or you can obviously sub them in and out. I thought they both played well tonight.
And, Coach, this defense really stepped up big for you tonight, really shutting them out in the second half until down the stretch when it came down to garbage time. Just talk to me about this defense. An incredible outing tonight despite just giving up 28 points.
Well, I think the big thing, we gave up the big plays early, and I think that was probably – we hadn't played a game in 10 days, so just the speed of the game. You can watch a guy on film, but you really don't know how fast he is till, you hit the field with him. And then the next thing, obviously – making plays and getting pressure in their backfield. We haven't done that in a while, and I thought that was the big key tonight.
And one more question before I let you go and just go out and enjoy this win. You got a tough Montgomery team coming to Bauer Stadium coming up next week, and it's a crucial game with where we're at in the season right now. It's really win and it's a win or go home kind of situation right now in terms of the playoffs. Talk to me about this Montgomery team coming up.
Well, and depending on what they do tomorrow night, they'll probably be the district champion just in terms of record where they need to be. And, and the thing for us now where we are today, this one was important. The last one is obviously going to be a big game for us. We're going to kind of let our hair down and just go after Montgomery because we have nothing to lose. They're going to come in here probably – at this point, they play Lamar tomorrow night, and you would think they're going to beat Lamar, so they're going to come in here undefeated in district. We have nothing to lose. We're going to throw everything we got at them, see what happens.
Coach, congrats on the big win tonight. Again, 40-28 win over Lake Creek tonight. Best of luck going into you next week. We'll see you then.
All right, thank you.
Rob, take us home.
All right, we'll take you home back here live from the Copeland Family Dentistry broadcast booth. Again, thanks everybody for joining us here on the Hornet Nation Broadcast Network. Your final tonight, 40-28. Brian will keep it short here in the AB Squared Self-Storage Facility post-game wrap-up. Coach told us a lot of what we'll talk about. This was a big win for the Hornets, something they needed. Just your final thoughts, Brian, in this contest. Oh, hold on, Brian. I got you muted. I promise I want to hear you. Go ahead.
Well, just, what a great ball game for the Hornets. I mean, a much-needed win, a must-win. They came out and did what they had to do. They looked like they played Hornet football like they played all last year. And it was fun to see, man. Let your hair down, go play football, and not worry about the little stuff, And they went out and did that, and they got a victory.
Big one coming up versus Montgomery, the Bears. It's the last home game of the season at Bowers. We will be on the air next week, 7 o'clock, so make sure to come out and support the Hornets on Friday night. And also, big thank you tonight to our good friend, Miss Stephanie Pitts of Advantage Specialties. She was not only our pregame sponsor as we do our countdown to kickoff, but also our new canopy sponsor. We had a canopy.
We had a
tonight.
canopy
Thanks
sponsor.
So big shout out to Nicholas back at KSAM Studios. Carlos Zimmerman tonight on the sidelines. Also want to give a thank you, as always, to Melton Green and TJ Garrett and the fine work that they do. For Brian Adams, I'm Rob Hipp, reminding you tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there tonight needs you. Good night, and God bless from Montgomery, Texas. We'll see you, friends.
Matt.
AB Squared Self-Storage is